Welcome to the EST Hangout.
This is the EST Hangout, and today's guests are...
A very good Tuesday morning to you. Welcome to the EST Hangout presented by Sentinel Storage live right here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton Sports presented by Play Alberta. Thank you to everyone for listening across the Edmonton Sports Talk audio streams at edmontonsportstalk.com. Tune in, iHeartRadio, Apple Music. Thank you to those watching on YouTube or listening on podcast, wherever you get your podcast. Matt Iwanyk with you here today. Jasmine Sidhu in the house before her trip. And Wil Fraser.
Hey, gang.
On the Hangout. Thank you for making the trek in, Will.
Yeah, those are... some roads out there.
They were fine this morning, but people just freak out. It was like 0 degrees. I'm like, everybody just drive normally. It's just rain.
But before,
It's
like
just
overnight, it was
freezing rain.
a
No, it's now. Hold up. Now it's becoming freezing rain, but in the morning.
It's 0 degrees. It's just raining. Chill out, people. What's the worst that could happen?
No, they were tripping. Yeah. Whatever. Yeah. Make sure you have your windshield wiper fluid.
And now you know who cut you off in traffic today.
Yeah, I did. Like 3 times.
Yeah.
I actually saw.
Yeah, if you are listening to us in a ditch on your phone right now, waiting for a tow truck, I think I know why you're
ditch?
there. Yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, fine. Whatever.
I saw someone actually cut off a bus. Like the bus was laying on the horn. 'Cause they like there was like no room between them. She did it nice and slowly.
Yeah.
And the horn was going and she just kept going.
Yeah. Something tells me the first thing Jasmine does in a new vehicle is just take the rear mirror out. Like,
Oh, you can black out the back window. I don't need
not
that.
getting any of this.
These side mirrors,
Yeah.
they just take up extra room. You
Exactly,
can take
yeah.
those off.
How often do you guys honk?
How often?
Like,
That's a good question. You know what?
Like once
I don't
a
know
week,
if that, I was
once
gonna
a
say, that's a
month?
good question.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a good question, but it's a question I don't know the answer to.
I would probably say about 2 times a month is probably what I would guess is what my number would be. You have to really cut me off.
I work really hard to cut down on the honking.
Honestly, I think it
Because
happens.
I have a temper and
Me too.
like
me too.
I think I honk more in the winter than I do in the summer.
Yeah, fair.
Winter is one where it's like, these roads aren't great. Why are you making that change right now?
Exactly.
The roads aren't like it is in the summer. You're doing something very dangerous right here. You deserve to know you're an idiot.
Yeah, yeah.
In the summer, I'm generally more like, I could see it. I could see something happening, and you see it. Like everyone's been there, where you're like, "Oh, this person's going to cut me off right away," and you just start dealing with it, and they cut you off, whatever. But when the roads are worse, I will do it more.
courtesy beeps from time to time, but
Oh, I did
Yeah.
the high beam. But sometimes I'm mean with the high beam too.
I've never done the high beam thing, but like you're saying, like the lights change, just like heads up, boop boop.
Yeah,
is
you
it
can
2,
tell.
3? Is
just
it 1?
Just two.
I
Too
agree.
quick. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or even 1, but it has to be a quick sort of
Yeah.
Like you're not being rude. You're
No.
just telling them,
Beep.
yo.
Not a beep.
Yeah.
Like how there's just those standards across. They don't teach those in driving school. I'll tell you
Yeah.
that. They should.
Yeah.
That should be an added on.
And the courtesy wave and the
Yeah, always.
I'm-
always.
I'm a big courtesy wave guy.
Yeah.
Like in the sense, like I've cut people off. I always, as soon as
Same.
I'm doing, I'm like, crap,
Okay,
wave.
But I'm zooming out
I'm
of
an
your way.
ass.
Yeah, yeah. Or
Yeah.
or the flashers if they don't see you, like semi trucks.
Yeah. Near the old station, they've changed that intersection. It's now a no rights on red. Mm-hmm. And there's still a lot of people around there that don't know that has changed.
So they honk at people not turning right.
And so you do get the odd like people honking that you're not turning right, and you literally have to point. And I've gotten a few people like, oh, so I'm the asshole.
I know.
It happened to me downtown. One time somebody's honking, and I had like look,
Yeah.
and then you can see. And then they were slow to turn, and they didn't want to come near me. Like they actually stayed like a car blank behind me afterwards.
This happened to me at Ellerslie. I think when you're exiting the Henday and then you're trying to get on Ellerslie, they have that like no. Anyway, so I honked at the person in front of me. He got scared. He went and then we drove and then he came right beside me. He's like, "Miss, just so you know. And I was like, just so you know. And I got to cut him off. And he's like, no, it's a red. Like, it's a stop. I can turn there. And I was like, no, it's not. And he's like, next time you go. I'm like, no, it's not. And I was being, anyways.
You were just being
He was right. He was right. I was like, talk to me.
You just kept digging the hole deeper, hey?
No, you're the asshole. You're a terrible driver.
100. And I felt bad.
And then,
I was
the
mean.
next time through, did you notice it?
Yeah, I did.
Oh.
My dad, he took a picture. He's like,
no.
you idiot. Yeah.
The dangerous part about the one by the old place is I've seen it because our studio was right there. Cops will line up there. And then when they will do it every so often, be like, hey, yeah, come over here. Here's a ticket.
Yeah.
That even if you honk, it's not even worth just hey, whatever, I'll go quickly.
Yeah.
Cops line up there all the time.
Yeah. Let alone, I mean, there's a reason it's no right turn on red. Like that road is nuts.
And it's a double turn lane now.
Yeah.
It used to not be a double turn lane, but they made it a double right.
Yeah.
So if the one goes, then the other one's going to try to go. And you're right. That's a terrible intersection already.
It's a 60 going to a 70. So everybody going through that intersection is accelerating. Like,
Are you talking about Stony Plain?
Yeah.
That
Coming off
road
of
used to
one-
go to hell.
Coming off 184th.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hate that street.
So yeah, I'm sure there's an accident there at some point this morning. There will be something.
Oh, really? Yeah. Well, it's going to be
'Cause of
freezing
the
rain
freezing
now.
rain.
Yeah. It's gonna. I think I heard -7. Then my colleague said -13 for the afternoon. So everybody get ready for a shit show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what freezing rain does.
Yeah, it's bad. When it's just rain, it's bad. And freezing rain, oh my goodness. Because it was just rain today.
They were just yelling at someone the whole time too, as they're trying to explain what happened there and just tell them no, they're wrong.
Yeah, I know. I don't know, it was like stranger danger or something too. I don't know.
I like how the stranger, you could even just kept your window up.
Yeah.
But no, you have to lower it to get into bull.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was talking really soft too, and I was like, don't even go there.
This guy's just trying to be a very polite man. Literally did nothing wrong. Just trying to explain. And this one lady, he went home and told a story. That's a story he's telling for years.
Yeah, no, he'll dine out on that for sure. Yeah.
That intersection, I'll always be
Oh, you want a driving story? I'll tell you about this crazy lady that drove next to me.
I know, this crazy brown girl just puts her window. Yeah, we don't want to.
Some people just can't be helped. Yeah.
I'm sorry, universe. Yeah.
Okay, there's lots to get to. This is the Hangout presented by Sentinel Storage, Canada's storage experts, more than 2 decades helping Canadians to life transition. Canadian storage provider, be sure to buy Canadian. Find a convenient location nearest you at sentinel.ca. Oiler game today, so Tommy's down at the rink as the Oilers will get set to host the Wild. We'll get into that. We'll get into some football, all of that. But I got to go into something that the morning show was talking about, and it's interesting getting to your guys' opinions on this too. What are you laughing about?
I don't know if it's interesting. We'll see.
Well, Trev's going on a first date today, and they're trying to debate where to go for first dates. What are good first date ideas?
Is this the first actual date?
So he never met her.
He's never met her.
No, he's
first actual date
to her though.
Yeah, see, if this is the actual first date, it needs to just be coffee.
Coffee.
You need to be able to bail.
Yeah.
Oh,
you got to see the chemistry, right? If there's chemistry, and if there's not, then you're just this is not going anywhere.
Yeah. No. The best first date is the late coffee, the 4 o'clock.
4 or 5.
Yeah, 3 or 4 o'clock coffee. Then if you are vibing, you can immediately move into going for dinner.
Hey, do you want to go grab a bite?
Yes.
Type thing.
Yeah, you can extend it.
Look at this guy.
Or you can be like, hey, thanks for the coffee.
Yeah.
I've got dinner plans.
Yeah.
And you can bail. So But
I've got to go to
But if
work.
you've already had that dinner and now it is the first date, that's a good question. Where's the best place to go for the first date?
But isn't that dinner the first date then? I'm confused.
If you've already done just coffee, that's what I'm saying. If you've already done
first activity date.
Yeah, if you've already done so it's sort of the first activity. You honestly can never beat bowling, can you?
Yeah, that's true. An activity would be fine.
Yeah.
But I actually want to see the person first and see if I vibe, because then I don't want to be bowling with you. If you're don't look like your picture.
Yeah.
You're
Good point. You
Yeah.
can't go into bowling cold.
Yeah.
But that's only an
You're
hour.
stuck for an hour and a half. Yeah.
It'd only be an hour.
Yeah.
You could book a lane for an hour. It's not much.
but
It's
then
not
what
much
if-
longer
no, what
than
if they're
coffee.
Like, do you want to have another?
It's
what's it
like the
called, a
coffee.
round? Yeah.
I can't. I gotta go.
Okay, well, I know what the girls would do. Girls, I'm sure girls, you would do this, or you have done this. You get your girlfriend to make sure she gives you a call to be like, and then you pretend it's like your brother or something.
Yeah, we've all seen that on movies.
Yeah, it's true though. And then she'll be like, girl, you good? And then it's like, you like give them a signal. If it's like cappuccino means it's not good, or like latte means it's great, So then she could bail you out.
See, and then that would just be a red flag for me.
It'd be great too. Like latte. Oh, I thought you ordered a hot chocolate. Why are you saying latte?
I
here?
would just be like, the backup phone call. Like, I need directness. I need that.
Directness? Yeah. I don't know. I don't
But
know how these days.
I do think a mildly competitive activity is always a good sort of first, second date sort of activity. Like, you need to get a vibe on how this person deals with completely like irrelevant stress, right? Like, it's one thing my dog just died type of breakdown, but I lost in bowling. If that person is shattered by that, that's a real good, at least for me, that's a real good, like, well, this was fun, but like,
Well, here's the thing though. If you suck, if like it's both of us playing and like you sucked at bowling, I'd be like, why? Like you suck.
That'd be an ick for you.
Kind of. It's like you want them to be good at it, and like, but then if I sucked, I would feel horrible. I'd be like, wow, he thinks I suck.
I think it would be more about judging how they react to either me sucking or them sucking, right? Like the last thing you want to do is be on a date with either gender and have them break out in tears because either they or you suck at bowling. Like, that would be a real good sort of like, okay, so you're crazy.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, if you're crying on the first date.
Exactly, yeah.
That is like.
Yeah, like
Looney
just
Tuneville.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, like these are good sort of mild pressure test, like a good, like a decent, like proverbial kicking of the tires, right? Like
ODRs.
yeah,
Well, what do you think
that
of
was a good
ODRs?
idea.
Outdoor rinks.
Yeah, I thought that was really cute.
except for not everyone skates.
Oh,
Yeah.
he says she does.
Okay,
Yeah, because that was brought up.
Yeah.
yeah,
I would love just like all of a sudden just drop into like this big shitty hockey game.
yeah. I know the Victoria Oval is
Just be, let's go.
You're looking for a third.
Victoria Oval is not open yet.
I don't think it would be. I don't know if many ODRs would be open.
But they they are working
they?
on it. They just haven't put enough layers.
Well, I don't
into it
think I
yet.
don't know if there's any ODRs around that would be
Yeah.
functional yet.
But they're close. That minus 20 overnight that we just had sped a lot of stuff up. So, but like once it is, like that Victoria Oval that is the absolute best bang for your buck
Well,
first date sort of place.
Because it's beautiful. Totally,
well,
or-
first of all, it's huge.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous. It's lit up at night, and then they also do the paths through the trees that you can skate on.
Yeah,
it's
that-
very romantic.
yeah.
Allows for like meandering, right? Conversation places.
So you mentioned coffee. It's the same thing. It has to be like, and somebody said Fox
Coffee.
coffee. That's exactly it. You don't go to like Tim's or Starbucks.
No.
You
No,
go
it
to a
has-
nice, like,
Yeah.
quaint coffee
go to an
shop.
independent store.
Yeah, you like
Not
with
a
the
chain.
vibe when they have like those old retro chairs and stuff.
or even like I'm a fan, but like even an Ace Coffee or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Ace Coffee. Why do I don't know Ace Coffee?
You don't know. Oh, you have no idea, man. Go in there, get a bag of number 9. You'll
Number
never be-
9?
Yeah, you'll never be happier.
Ace Coffee.
Coffee's a good idea, but you could also do like a happy hour cocktail.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Take the edge off.
Well, that's the beauty. Fox has the booze with it too. You get switched in there, and if you go to Fox, the Kelly's is right there. That if you do want to go get a bite,
Yeah.
you can just go to Kelly's.
Okay, what are your thoughts on like movies?
See, Gord was saying never understood the movie date idea.
Yeah.
You don't actually get to go talk to the person.
I agree.
It's
But
awkward.
I do understand, like, if you're just trying to, you just want to have that first date where you see each other
See,
and
movies is a third date thing after you've had conversations about movies.
yeah.
Like you can't go to a movie like with someone who despises your taste in movies. Like that's just a recipe for disaster.
I'm having those issues right now.
Oh,
We have different views
that's
on
a
movies.
common thing though.
We have big.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
have bad taste. Like just know
I
that
do
you,
not have
you
bad
do.
taste.
Yeah, you have bad taste.
No, I
mean,
want to
you
watch
don't-
good movies. She
well-
doesn't want to watch anything that's scary.
Oh.
Those type of things.
Yeah,
She
I
doesn't like
agree.
certain actors.
Sure, which
Channing Tatum, which takes out 21 Jump Street.
Which is he's so funny. Yeah.
Anna Kendrick, which takes out like Up in the Air and
I'm
all
not a big
that.
fan of
I
her.
get it.
Perfect.
I get it.
that.
She does not like.
Jesse Eisenberg, so there's like no
Yeah.
social
He's
network.
brilliant.
There's no. I'm trying to watch those now. You could see me's.
No, I don't mind. You know what? None of these are red flags.
Oh, I'm not saying they're red flags. It's just
Yeah.
it's hard to pick a movie right now, or any
It's
movie.
also because movies suck right now.
No, but even any other movie we want to watch, they're like 3 hours long. You're like, well, do we want to commit to 3 hours?
That's why you got to go. That's why you got to go 90s movies.
Who's the fourth person? Oh, Tim Allen. So we couldn't watch Santa Claus.
I love Tim Allen. He's so funny.
I get why you don't like to. Like, she doesn't like cartoon characters. That's what she doesn't like.
Yeah, but there's like so many movies that are getting crossed off. And it's like, can't watch this, can't watch this. We have different tastes in the movies. Different tastes.
It's just boundaries. That's all.
Oh, I know. It's well, so we can do like Jurassic Worlds and all those.
Ugh.
We did watch the Super Mario Brothers this week.
Oh, Jesus.
That was a good movie.
I hate that movie.
How do you hate that movie?
It's so boring.
It's not. How's it
We
boring?
talked about this before, I think last year when it first came out, and I was like, it was just boring. There was really no storyline. It was so basic.
Yeah, because that's all. It's Super Mario Brothers.
I know, that's what you said to me. You're like,
And
what
in
else
the
did you
end,
want?
they're just crushed. They're just checking off nostalgia, one after another, and they did it. They crushed it. They
No.
did a great job. Can't wait for number 2 to come out next year.
I want
and
that
hopefully
to
Yoshi's
live,
in it.
the live one.
Yoshi.
He was my favorite too.
Oh, my God. No. Anything that starts with a based on, I'm usually steering clear of.
Here's another thing with the movie date.
What do you mean?
Based on a video game,
Oh, I
based
see.
on a true story, based on
Really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
based on a book.
Yeah, even that. Like,
Lord of the Rings.
you know what? Lord of the Rings was successful because they cut out a lot of the book.
Lord of the Rings was successful because it was brilliant. Peter Jackson did an amazing job with those 3.
It's also a lot, though. Like, once again, it's 3.5 hours of your life.
It's actually like 11 hours
Yeah,
of your life if you do the extended
Don't
versions of
watch-
all 3.
Don't go on a date to watch one of those either. For that long.
Yeah.
That's. I love Lord of the Rings. So were we going to ask about the movie? Were we going to bring up a movie?
So if you go for a date at a movie, and first or second, let's say at this point, and let's just say first, but if he's gonna try to want to touch your knee or put his arm around you, and then you're already like, "What are you doing? Don't touch me!" Like you honestly don't
Some of
want
those
to
movie theaters,
either.
you can't do that anymore. There's such massive seats that you're in. You're in Lazy Boys.
Yeah, true.
There's no room to go do anything.
I think you're probably pointing out a pretty good sort of like you're looking at
As
the
a woman's
why
perspective.
do you want to go sit in the dark together?
Yeah, exactly.
I
and not talk.
I can appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Why
get to
go
know
there
you.
in the dark? Yeah,
Which kind of goes back to like until you've established that you both like this type of movie and
Yeah.
you both want to see this movie together. You're right. Movie theater is probably a bad first date.
Do you know where it's a good first date? I think it's for the high schoolers and stuff that are very nervous, that don't have a lot to go do. That's just an easy for a high schooler type
Yeah,
date.
high school kids just need to do stuff together.
They just need to do something.
Yeah.
They don't do anything.
So they go there. They could go in the arcades.
Yeah, go
Yeah,
there.
Rec
They're
Room-
all-
Rec
but-
Room's a good.
But the
good
movie
one.
theaters have those
Yeah.
little arcades, some of them too, and that's why I think that's where I think the movie date comes from. Is it's for the kids,
Yeah.
with the youngers.
Like first date, can you ever really beat a walk?
No, I think a walk's great.
Right?
Yeah.
Like you really can't beat a walk for a first date.
Those are the
Depending
best.
where it is.
Yeah, like the River Valley.
Right.
Well, time of the
That's
year.
what I mean. Like
Minus
yeah,
15, you're not going out.
Well, sure. You're
what
not
I'm
a
saying,
psycho,
but-
but
But
like,
true, because you want to like check them out too, and if they're wearing a big ass coat, you can see.
Yes, that's the reason the
Well,
minus
that's
15
why you
is the
have
big
to
deal.
like you have to go for a walk to a place that requires you to disrupt. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what outfit you're wearing.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. I hear you. Yeah.
well, I'm being honest though. Like
Yeah.
appreciate my honesty.
She's like,
okay.
she's just finding the hottest room possible. Like, oh, I know this place.
Let's go
It's always
swimming.
running at 28 degrees. in there.
This guy's going to go to tank top and shorts right away. I'm going to see it all. I'm going to get the good judge.
Yeah.
What about Christmas stuff right now?
Yeah,
it's all sort- like,
it is.
there's
It is
the-
So
easy.
romantic.
Fort Edmonton Park
Yes.
has the Xmas market,
Yeah.
which was fun last year.
It's called Christmas market.
No, it's written with the X. It's written with the X. It's
You don't
Xmas
need to be
market.
a literist about it.
It's
Like,
Xmas
yeah,
market.
it's just Christmas market.
I'm calling it the Xmas market. Right out Christmas.
But you're right.
The
Pags.
website isn't christmasmarket.com. The
truth
website is X Market,
The truth
whatever.
is, Fort Edmonton is the hidden gem. of social opportunities in this city that is completely underutilized by most people. Like,
Yeah, I need to go
did
there
you know
in the summer.
there's a hotel in Fort Edmonton that you can stay at?
Yeah, the only
It's
reason I
like-
knew that is because I went to a wedding there and
Yes.
we're staying there. I was like, oh, look at that. There's
Yeah.
a hotel here.
Yeah, like there is there's the merry-go-round, there's the Ferris, like there is tons of stuff usually going on. So you're right, Christmas market Fort Edmonton, it'd be a solid poll.
But is that a
actually.
first date one?
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
You think so?
Yeah, public spaces are always a good
But
choice.
there's not an easy out.
like
There's not an easy out. Oh, we already had this. Okay, you already had the dinner thing. Yeah, that's where we're going with this.
yeah, like public places, movement's always good.
It gives you something to talk about, though, right? Like you're trying to vibe with them. You're nervous. You can't really,
Yeah.
you know.
There's also a sympathetic response that happens if you are side by side to a person facing the same direction rather than facing
This is
across
true.
from each other.
Yeah.
That it becomes, there's a potential for conflict anytime you sit face to face.
This is why movies.
Whereas
Back to movies
yeah, but you
facing the
can't
same
talk.
way.
Like sitting on a park bench with someone and talking, they find you actually have deeper and more vulnerable conversations if you're both facing the same direction.
Like manure is a great word.
So like, yes, exactly. Yeah.
Thank you to
That's-
Eric for pulling that one
exactly. But like, so that's why going like for a walk or skating together or whatever, you're usually going in the same direction. So
My friend went to a concert last month on her first date.
yeah.
And she said it was cool that there's a concert going on, but she said you can't talk again.
No, exactly.
I hear
yeah.
you're listening. You're like, it's cool. And then she's like, he tried to put his arm around her. She's like, don't touch me.
Too soon, dude.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. But see, like
What
that's
concert?
the thing.
Do you know?
Brian Adams.
Okay, I could see that.
Yeah.
So your friend is 70?
No, he asked her, and I know, right? That's me and her like Brian Adams, whatever. So he asked her, and
Dude, you know Summer of 69 is about the year 1969.
I thought it's not.
I don't know.
I forgot.
I have
not
no
about
idea.
not.
the other thing. It's
I
about the
thought it's
summer of
not the summer, like
No.
the actual summer.
No, it's about the summer of 1969. That's
Um,
how old he is, dude.
I like going to concerts by myself at times. Just 'cause-
Of course you do.
Why? You're not there to talk to anyone. Like I have no. If there's
if
a
you don't have
band that I
anybody
want
to
to see,
go
no one
with.
wants to go
Yeah.
with it. I'll go with it.
You're always kind of by yourself.
Yeah, well, you knew
I
that for
went to a
me.
concert by myself before.
It's like- well,
when I
like-
didn't have friends, and when I moved to BC by myself.
It's like one of
Yeah.
those things where it's like, okay, well, I'm not here. We're not going to talk. So, okay, I want to see this show. I'm just going to go show up, see the show
So you just vibe in the back corner like a total like serial killer.
in my seats or whatever.
Yeah,
have
but
a paid seat.
you're watching. It's a show. It's not that weird.
I enjoy. It's the same with
It's a little weird.
going to movies.
It's a little weird.
Going to movies by yourself.
A lot of people do that.
Okay,
It's nice. To me, they're the same.
No, there's a
They're the
caveat.
same.
No, there's a caveat on this one. If you go to a movie by yourself, like on a matinee, or it's already been in theaters for a week or whatever, but if you go opening night, the theater's crowded and you are by yourself, you're a psychopath.
Why?
I think that's opposite.
Because why do you want to go to a movie by yourself?
Because I want to
see
see this movie, and no one I know cares enough to watch this movie.
Yeah.
with
Half
me.
of what
So
I
wanna go
enjoy
see
about
this.
going to a movie by myself is being by myself. And if I am in there
Fair.
with 500 other people, both sitting next, two strangers on either side,
But seats are bigger.
Yeah, no, it's
I don't
one
want
of
any
those-
part of it.
I go, okay.
There's nothing better than the afternoon matinee when you like sit down and there's one other weirdo just like you and they're sitting a good 50 feet away from you and you have the whole theater. Like that is a nice afternoon.
Go to Landmark Cinema, City Center Mall.
Yeah.
I get that all the time. No, I just, it's one, like, Dune 3 comes out next year. No one in my life wants to go see Dune 3, but I want to go
is
see
wrong
Dune
with
3.
them?
Well, I'm just, like, I don't know if I saw Dune 2 by myself.
Oh, Maddie.
So it's like, hey, no one wants, Gager can't come because Gager's the
I'll
only one
go
that
with you,
knows.
buddy.
But if no one wants to, and I want to go see it, why should I have to wait 2 weeks to go see Dune 3 when I want to watch it right away?
Because
I'm
I
with
don't
Maddie
want to
on
see
this.
it with people who are snorting and coughing and hacking and farting. I don't. I would rather wait.
But if
And
I'm going with
enjoy
one
the
other
experience.
person, there's no difference.
But that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying like
You're saying you
The-
wouldn't go opening day
Ugh,
regardless.
no.
That's what you're saying.
Okay.
People are so gross now.
I know.
Like half the people are there in Crocs and pajama pants.
Okay, don't.
And then there's
Even.
also the one young couple that brings their baby. And like, it's infuriating. Like, it's a good thing I don't have a car horn in theaters because I would lay on the horn there.
Do you think it's okay to bring
Baby! 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 Why do you have a baby? Yeah.
What about blankets? Can you bring a blanket?
Weirdo.
I people do that. I did that once.
Movie theaters can be cold.
I
I did it because I had that love seat. Me and my best friend.
Just that's why they invented Netflix. Just stay home. Just cuddle up on the couch and enjoy yourself.
But it's popular that people bring their blankets to those landmark ones.
Trust me,
I've never really seen it.
People are allowed to do whatever they want these days. Doesn't mean they should.
That's a fair point.
But I like that you said like pajama pants and Crocs. Like I agree with you. You can be comfortable, of course, but people are calling me superficial because I'm being honest. Yeah, right. You went on a date and you saw a slob, you'd be like, oh, that's hot. Get out of here.
Being superficial? Yeah,
well, I think it's the way that you said, I want to see what he looks like.
It's called going out in public. You
Yeah.
should comb your hair, wash your face, brush your teeth. Like,
God.
put deodorant on.
Thank you.
Like, just
But
have a care
Be put
for
together.
the other people around you.
Yeah.
But the way it sounded was just, I want to see what he looks like. And in the end, that is superficial. And it looks are superficial.
Wait a second. It's not
so that's where they're confusing it with, but you're saying what Will is saying, which is, did you groom yourself properly?
Like your
Not
shirt,
to a high level,
Do
but
you
are you
give a
presentable?
crap?
Yeah. Do you give a crap?
Do
like,
you smell?
What is it? Court me?
Yes, exactly.
Right?
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like, for example, if you have like a wrinkly shirt with some coffee stains and you smell, like, do you think I'm like, wow?
Yeah.
I can't wait to see
You're right.
sexy.
It shows a willingness to invest in the
Maybe
moment.
the guy's perspective is he puts that on because then it's about you're going to want him to take that shirt off sooner, and then
Sure.
you never
Okay.
know. Let's get going.
Is that what you're saying?
Definitely not.
Maybe that's
what he thought.
If I'm an absolute pig pen, she'll let me take my clothes
gonna
off
be like,
because anything will be an improvement over this.
Hey, yeah, let's get going. Maybe that's what they're
goodness.
thinking. I don't know.
You know what? Like, you may actually be diving into the problem that a lot of young people have nowadays is they don't understand like why things happen, right? Like, why does attraction happen? Because you're attracted to that person.
Yes.
It is not sort of like, well, there's nothing else to do. So, like,
First impression.
That was everyone is superficial in their own way.
Actually, Max had a good comment here. He
Appearances
said,
matter to everyone in some way.
I
In their
agree.
own eyes,
Whether you
however
admit it or
they
not.
view beauty, everyone has that superficial
I
aspect
agree.
to them.
That's why people are dating AI things now. The first date might be the only time to be superficial. Yeah, like that's where you know.
Well, that's how you, for
Connect
a lot
or
of people,
whatever,
especially nowadays when it comes to apps, it starts with being superficial. You are outright looking at a picture of someone and you're debating, is this person good looking or not?
no, I've been married for 25. I don't like.
Well, but
I've never been. I'm
but
very
it's
much in love with my wife. We are still very happy together. But
Great
I
woman.
would be lying if I didn't say that there is a part of what keeps us together is the abject fear of having to be a single person nowadays.
Wow, I heard that from so many people, Will.
Like not only
So
like
many.
do what we have together work and work really well, but can you imagine having to be out there now
And restart?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, it starts with like any of the apps, it starts with a picture of the person.
Yeah.
And you're deciding yes or no to that person strictly based on look.
100. And then when
That's
you
where it
see
really
them,
comes from.
you want to make sure they match the picture, right?
That's
Yeah, maybe. I don't like.
for some it is because there's a lot on like with nowadays with the apps, it's like
Filters.
they'll go and be like, well, this wasn't the pictures. Like
Or it was
these-
like 20 years ago.
or 5 years ago or something. That
Yeah.
person has changed, and it's
So
just like, well, this isn't who I swiped right for, or whatever it is. That there are those, so that like I think even back in the day, you would go up to talk to someone in a bar because largely you like the way they look.
Exactly.
Early days, it just always comes
Early days
down
are
to
the
being
best.
superficial, and then it goes beyond that.
See, and I have young adult nieces who I love very much, who I've given advice to, and I have young adult sons who I've given advice to, and I'll be honest, it is different advice because of their gender. Like I have told my nieces, like the only thing that they need to be worried about, the only thing that they have to pick is kindness.
Yes.
That everything else is open to interpretation, like looks, job, wealth, or whatever. But if a young woman ends up with an unkind man, that's a recipe for personal disaster.
100.
Right? And I've done the same thing with my boys where I've been like, you can date whatever hot mess you want, but whatever you bring home, they have to be smart. And like, if you're going to build a relationship as a young man, you have to choose intelligence above all else, because once again, they can have whatever they want for their background. But if you end up with an idiot, it will they will ruin your life. And I've said this, like, men have a higher capacity for meanness, right? Like you can end up with a mildly cruel woman and be like, I'm okay. Like I
keeps her on. Keeps her
yeah,
on
like
right?
like that's okay.
Yeah.
Like you're not the kindest person in the world, but we can get over that. But if she's dumb and mean, like oh my God, that's a living hell.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Wisdom.
So like that is something that a picture can't tell you. A picture can't tell you whether that person is kind, and a picture can't tell you whether a person is smart. Only conversations and going for that walk or whatever it's going to tell you.
Or like how they treat the server.
Exactly. Yeah. That, which is why, like, if you are spending your time looking on an app, understand that it's actually not telling you what you need to know. Like,
No, but it gets you those dates. I know quite a few people that have now been married or in long-term relationships.
oh, sure.
perhaps.
Like, there's a million different ways to meet people, but you can also just get out of your house.
How these dumb and mean women get men then?
Because they're hot.
Okay.
Because they'll put out those type of things.
And usually because the guy's dumb too.
Well,
Right?
guys are
Like,
stupid. But
yeah.
it's just in general, guys are stupid.
like that's exactly it. Like that's part of it is like you will have a better relationship in a cis relationship. You will have a better relationship if the female in the relationship is a little smart. Like you can get by with a dumb, kind man. Like men can get by in this world by being an idiot as long as they're not awful, right? Like if they have some kindness to them, people will always just be kind of like, yeah, but you know what?
He's a nice guy.
I'll trust him with my kids. I'll trust him with my dog. Like that sort of thing. Yeah.
Then what about
There has to be that woman behind, just like, yeah, just don't do that. Do
Right.
this.
Yeah. You need the woman who turns the oven off. Like, because when they burn your house down, that is a hard thing to get over. Right?
I mean, but then what if I play devil's advocate here?
Yeah.
And then there's the men that'll be like, nice guys finish last.
They're not nice guys.
You finish what?
There's
There's men that say that.
That's
yeah.
what I mean. Like if you're treating courting as a competition of some sorts, you're in the wrong.
Nah, but there's
line.
a thing out there where there's the quote unquote. They're just called nice guys, I think.
I don't know.
There's something where they try to play nice, but
Oh,
they're
no,
only
you're
playing
right.
nice because
You're
they
right.
want
Nice
to
guys
sleep
because
with
they
them.
yeah.
And the moment the girl doesn't sleep with them,
Yeah.
they get all
Yeah.
upset.
Nice
and
is-
then that's not kindness
nice
anymore.
is not
It's
kindness.
not. It's
nice is
Not
not.
sincere.
There are some of those
Yeah.
guys out there that are just they aren't nice.
Yeah, nice is not.
Or they're not
kindness.
kind. They're
Yeah.
just playing nice.
Yeah.
And then when the girl says no or friend zones them or something, they literally get mad
Yeah.
and send massive text messages calling them the B word and all those type
Yeah,
of
yeah.
things and go,
Which is not
well, yeah,
kind.
just stringing me along. And it's
Yeah.
like, whoa,
Yeah.
okay. Well, being nice does not get
Yeah.
you laid.
Yeah.
It doesn't guarantee. Well, I shouldn't say that. It doesn't guarantee. It's not a guarantee that you will get laid. The woman does not have to sleep with you just because you're nice.
Yeah, I guess it
The
depends
woman
on,
could say no,
I guess it
and
depends
you
on
have
what
to
we're
accept
talking
that.
about. Like,
And
if
there's-
we're talking about how do you find partners to have sexual intercourse with, that's not the same as how do you find someone to
No.
develop a long-term relationship with.
with.
But I think there's
Yeah.
there's
So
a one-
that's right. Maybe nice guys do finish last if it comes to getting laid.
Yeah.
But if that's what you're looking like, you can go and find hot idiots all the time. Like
so.
I agree with you.
There's a subreddit on Reddit that is nice guys. It has 1.6 million
yeah.
people. here's
No,
one,
I know exactly what you're
Yeah,
talking
here's
about.
one of the things. Like this one person, she's just like in a text message. You're handsome, but I'm not looking for you, so I'm not going to waste your time. I don't know what that fully means. He just goes, okay. Yet you have friends on here who are worthless and fat. And it's just like, whoa, like.
Like she did you a solid.
There was
She's
something-
honest.
Well, there's a great SNL sketch about
there's-
that, right? Where she's at the bar and like guys come up and she like gets a quick sort of good feeling with a guy, and then he's immediately like, "You want to go have sex?" And she's like, "No," and they're like, "Bitch," and then like, they
Yeah, don't be a nice guy. Be a kind guy.
Be kind. Be yourself. Yeah. Kindness is hard to find, unfortunately.
I wonder where Trev's going to go in the end.
I know. I'm really curious. I wanna pick his
it's
brain.
not hard to find. That's why I encourage my nieces to look for it. It's just that it's not an automatic sort of thing that a lot of people look for, especially women. They look for excitement. They look for damage. Like, they look for money.
Money, yeah.
But I think that the money and the kindness thing are actually the same emotion. You're looking for safety, right?
And that's fair.
Well, not all.
And so you'll be like, I'll put up with a lot
guess that's
if
safe.
there's financial security involved
Yeah.
here. And it's kind of like, well, you probably don't need as much financial security if you know you're actually not physically in danger. Like,
Yeah, good. That's such a good point. I love that.
yeah. So I think it's the same sort of, you're looking for a sense of safety.
Yeah,
in
absolutely.
both-
That's
in
just
both situations.
biologically the
Yeah,
way
yeah.
women are,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Look at you guys solving relationship. And
This
then
is
putting
so
out there.
fun.
We've done it. On
I'm
the
learning
Hangouts.
so much from Will.
We're just going to send this out there. We're just going to send this to all the school. This is all you need to know about dating.
Not all,
These last
but
40
that you
minutes.
do need to break away from some bad stereotypes.
They also, one thing I've said on the show many times, and I will die on this hill, is that the man pays on the first date.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, but aren't you limiting a lot of young women out there from their dating? Like,
If the man ain't paying for your first date, that's a red flag.
as far as my sons, I've told both of them, like, if a woman ever invites you out on a date, you say yes every time. That is someone you want to at least get to know better.
Yeah.
Like, even if you feel absolutely nothing for this person, yeah, that takes a certain amount of courage and gumption and like
Love that.
a very sort of respectable,
Yes.
like you should want to get to know more about a person who's that brave.
And you get experience.
Yeah.
You get
yeah.
social skills.
So I would
Yeah.
say if whoever invites the person out on the date pays for the date.
I agree with that.
And I do not agree with that.
Okay.
To me, it's just that if we're in this world of equality, feminism, all
Yeah.
that, you have to be ready to bring that card out.
Yeah, I'd like
If you initiate,
I would love
be
to
ready
see
to put
more
that
young
out.
women like find the guy that they're interested in, ask them out, and then be like, "Hey, I asked you out. Like, I'm paying." Like now you can have a negotiation.
Yeah.
The guy could be like, "No, I'd feel better if I picked up the check or if we split or whatever." But whoever asks the person out on the date pays for the date.
I have a friend. He listens to the show.
Yeah.
My boy. You know who, I won't say your name right now, but he told me, because he talked about this topic after we had on the Hangout, and he told me him and they're married, but on the first date they went Dutch, and I was just so disappointed.
Oh,
I'm
really?
disappointed in her.
Oh, see, she might have done that.
What do you mean
because
going
she-
Dutch?
you-
I've
That's where
when
you
he
just split the
split.
check.
split. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I did that.
Yeah. No,
You did? You.
I think I paid for first drinks and then she paid for the second drinks.
Okay, but that's okay. Because that's okay. Because I think I'm not sitting here like, you need to pay for everything. Like, I definitely would be like, no, like, I want to know.
I'll
Get
say
around or something.
I don't think because you pick up the check it gives anyone a right to expect anything in return for that. However, when you insist upon it, you should not be surprised when it sends a mixed signal. And so that's why Dutch actually then sends a signal about there are no expectations out
Yeah, I
of this
wouldn't.
stage.
I'm sorry. Ick. However, my friend is happily married. They're both
Yeah,
happily married.
see?
They're so in love. But that's just me.
Yeah.
But would you ask a
So
guy
maybe
out for a
this is your
first
blind.
date?
Maybe this is your blind spot.
But would you ask a guy out for a first date?
See, Maddie, good question, because I was like, no, I don't. I think
Then
a man,
that's different. A
again,
guy's asking you, and this goes back to
biologically, like a woman, I want to be pursued.
Okay, right. But then,
Right?
so then with what we're saying, then it would make sense because if a guy asks you, yeah, I should be on the guy.
Yeah.
He's the one that initiated the date.
Yeah.
But if there are females out there that initiate, they should be ready to pay. I
Fair.
believe that.
You
Yeah.
do you.
But I also still stand by that no matter what, to me, everyone should, if you're going on a date, you should be ready to, if you have to pay. And there should at least be an offer.
Yeah, I'd offer.
There should always at least be that offer. Like if the guy invites the girl,
always
so if the guy
offer.
invites you to a date, you should at least be like, hey, I can split.
Always.
He then, since he initiated, they'd be like, no, it's okay, I got this.
How hot would the guy have to be for you to pick up the check?
That's a good question.
Everyone's got.
You know what?
Like there are no absolute rules.
That's
There's
an
always an
excellent point.
exception.
Okay, I don't want to get too personal.
Tom Hardy has brought you on a
Okay,
date,
fine.
and he says, can you get this one?
Left my wallet at home.
Okay, leaving the wallet at home is completely different.
But you can see the wallet in his pocket.
Come on.
It's Tom Hardy.
I don't know. It's something to do. Look, I'm not a person that's all about looks.
And
okay?
Tom Hardy's
yeah.
like this date can continue. We can go bowling later, but I got no money. Like if you want to have more date,
If you're broke, no way. No way in hell. No. Even if you're Tom Hardy. How about that?
I don't believe her.
Yeah, I don't believe that one either.
I appreciate you wanting to have that, but I don't know if that's true. Like,
I don't even know. I mean, you're exposing me right now.
it's just like everyone's got an exception, right? There's always something that proves
I
the
think
rule.
the man paying on the first date is attractive because it's like, I'm taking initiative. Like, I got you.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm going to take care of you.
Yeah.
And I like that feeling, to feel taken care of.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if you're a 4.
But if they look like Henry
Yeah.
Cavill,
Well, that's what I want. Oh.
like I'd pay for Henry Cavill's meal.
That means,
Like-
but you know what, Will? I'm old enough to okay, wait a sec. Okay, I know you would. Okay, but like,
He'll rock me to
I'm old.
sleep.
I'm old. He's not even that. Yeah, okay.
He's not even. You're out of your mind.
Tom Hardy, though. But the thing is, it's like that. It builds the attraction that he's paying. Like that's part of the point system.
Ah, you give a point system.
Yeah.
All right.
You have a point system, and if you're not, you like it deducts points, and it's icky to me. Like I can't look back at that.
Well, I'm quite fair. There might be guys, though, that a point system is, I want her to pay, and you're losing points a lot.
Well, then bye, boy.
And he might be saying, bye, girl.
Yeah, bye, girl.
You know?
Exactly.
There's
That's
a
fine
lot
with
of
me.
penniless med students out there.
I'll tell you a story. I'll tell you a story after the show. How about that? Trust me.
A lot of penniless, like guys who are in higher
know.
education.
I know.
That it's kind of like, maybe I'll pick up the check.
Yeah,
here.
I know. Oh, trust me, I know. I know. Firsthand.
And then
Yeah.
it's just an investment.
Yeah.
In future. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Is it ever?
the-
See,
Elaine
there's
Bennis.
exceptions. Yeah.
Elaine Bennis just gets with the doctor beforehand.
Yeah. Wasn't he a podiatrist though?
Oh, no, I don't think wasn't he a med student?
I can't remember.
Bob Odenkirk's
yeah,
character.
I thought it was like
he-
she got him like.
Right before he became a doctor, and
That's
then,
right,
he,
then he
dumped
dumped
her
her.
because the dream of becoming a doctor is breaking up with whoever you're with and dating someone else. But she had put the time in to get him to be a
That's
doctor,
right,
even though he was dumb as hell.
Yeah, she got him through.
And he
his-
kept failing,
his
and she
medical
got him through
licensing.
because she wanted to be with the doctor, and she put the time in.
The Seinfeld episode?
Yeah.
Yeah. Even I know that one. Yeah. Point system is like a joke. I'm just saying, like, you kind of like, when you're just like, oh, brownie points and stuff. Like, that's what I meant.
Aha. Sure. All right. Backfilling that a little bit.
Just exposed on the hangout. Yeah.
This is the EST Hangout. Portions of this hour brought to the Hive Product Marketing, official merch partner of Edmonton Sports Talk. Promotional products that bring the buzz. Check them out, thehiveproductmarketing.com. Should we talk a little sports?
Sure.
Might be worth
Yeah,
it.
sure.
I gotta get. Let's quickly go into the NFL because your Bears #1 in
Man.
the NFC.
Yeah. What a mediocre league this year.
Yeah,
Like
but still,
I'm so thrilled, and all the memes out there that you get a Pope from Chicago and all of a sudden the Bears are relevant are very funny, and like it is nice to see Caleb Williams not be a dumpster fire.
He's a good quarterback.
He's an intriguing quarterback. Yeah. What it is a head coach in Ben Johnson who has that team. Like he's a marvel out there, and especially when you look at the Detroit Lions, and you're kind of like, they seem to be missing something, and it's like, yeah, I think they're missing Ben Johnson because that guy has that room believing that they can win. You've seen it in all their comeback wins, and then to see what they did against Philadelphia in Philadelphia, and the fact that Caleb Williams didn't audible out of those plays that were coming in out of the sideline. And last year he would have. Last year he would have been like, we're running the ball again? Like, just let me throw this thing. Whereas he has bought into his head coach. He's bought into the film. And they are running a game plan that is not flashy. It's hard to really believe that it'll last. But, man, 9-3. It speaks for itself. Like,
well, I'm just trying to say, like, how many? Like, they're pretty much going to be a playoff team.
Yeah, they need to win 2 more games, I think, to at least qualify for a wild card spot.
Well,
the NFC West is wild because probably the 2 best teams in the NFC are playing in the NFC West, in the Rams and Seattle.
I'm going to give the Bears 1 win and see what happens on this ESPN playoff machine.
But the collapse of Minnesota. The underachievement of Detroit has kind of opened the door for Chicago more than Chicago has blown the door open, right? Like, that's speaking as a rational Bears fan and I'm bitter because I think the Bears organization is a pretty terrible organization. I hate their ownership.
Yeah,
and so I'm always going to hold back a little bit, but they did one thing right, and that was hiring Ben Johnson.
Which... yeah, sometimes those big teams, their coordinators leave, and often they don't do well.
Right.
And they're doing well right now. So, the Bears at 10 wins, it doesn't look like they can get in unless they get some help from someone else.
Yeah. No, I think they've got 2 more wins, like 2 more easy wins on that schedule. I think they'll get more than 2 more wins, but...
Well, they've got the Browns, so they go Packers.
Yeah.
They go... Browns.
Then Packers again.
Packers, 49ers, Lions. So they just got to snag. Yeah, it really, if they get 2, they'll be in. And the Browns is going to happen. You split with the Packers.
But I've lived the last 25, 35 years as a Bears fan watching the Packers strangle all hope from me, like, and
winning Super Bowls.
Like, it's funny how it's still considered one of the best rivalries in the NFL. What rivalry? Like, what rivalry?
I agree.
Just getting our head kicked in by the Packers every year.
They're always generally good games. It feels
but it's the Packers.
It's a rivalry.
But it's the Packers. They've owned the Bears since 1986. Like, it feels like basically since Favre, the Packers have owned the Bears. So
I always look forward to those ones.
Yeah.
Because they are fun. I don't know. They always feel like they're close games. This week is going to
be something else.
What is their history?
Divisional games are always close games. They're always the best to watch.
I'll say this. The way that they play football, in as far as they take the football away both by stripping and interceptions, and the fact that they just have committed to a run game, it bodes well for December football, especially in Chicago.
So in the regular season... they're tied 1-1 in postseason. The regular season, the Packers have a 107-95-6 record.
Yeah.
But to your point, so the Bears dominated the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. Packers won the 60s. Bears won 70s, 80s.
Yeah.
Packers have won the 90s, 2000s, 2010s, and 2020s. The Packers are 9-1 in the 2020s.
Yeah,
17-4 in the 2010s.
Yeah.
But how close are these games? So last year... Bears won a game and the Packers won by a point.
Yep.
The year before, the Packers won by 18 and won by 8. Year before, they won by 9.
Yeah, when their quarterback is healthy,
they're dominant. Yeah, the Packers have also been just dominant in some of these.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's going to change this year.
Wow. Everything else has changed this year. Like, the Bears started, I want to say 1-3, pardon me. I think they started 1-3, and it felt very much like okay, Caleb Williams, we've burnt another one. And then and they won on some last second plays there, on some key last second plays that it was Caleb Williams making the play, that they've all sort of bought into Ben Johnson's plan.
The big thing is, can this be sustained into year 2? We've seen those teams have that good year, and then
You
all of
mean
a sudden
Minnesota?
they drop. Yeah, but they don't have their quarterback this year that they had last year. They made a change.
Yeah,
which
how do do you that, by the way?
He's back now.
No, but they had
No.
Darnold
They had
last year.
Darnold.
They
Yeah.
do
They
success
traded
with
him away.
Darnold,
Yeah.
then they get rid of Darnold because you have JJ McCarthy.
Like, how do you do that? I don't.
Because you don't want to commit to Sam Darnold at that money when you have
But
this
you were-
first
look what
overall
he's
pick,
doing.
You were
Yeah.
a 14-win team. Like
who then got smoked in the playoffs.
we've seen teams do. We saw the Buffalo Bills do this with Doug Flutie. We saw the San Diego. We saw San Diego do this with Drew Brees, right? Like
Worked for them to a degree. Philip Rivers is a solid
to
quarterback.
a degree, but you're talking about one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time.
Philip Rivers is a pretty good quarterback.
He's not Drew Brees, man. Like Drew Brees has over 50,000 yards passing in his career.
He also had Sean Payton there.
Like, stop. Just give Drew Brees his flowers, man. You don't have to like the guy. I certainly don't.
I think
but
he got a hair transplant, by the way.
I'm giving some love to Philip Rivers.
and like so we've seen this before. And on the flip side, we saw the inverse happen in the Patriots, right? In that they thought they had their quarterback. They had done well with their quarterback. That quarterback went down with an injury, and they got better and didn't screw it up, right? Like they let Bledsoe go. And so it's one of those things that like until that guy proves that you're better with him, you don't let go of the guy that got you 14 wins. Like Minnesota's going to be lost in the wilderness for a long time here.
Well, it doesn't look like McCarthy will get one more year, but they're also
It's
going
not
to
even
be
the
planning for that. And
It's
just,
the head coach that's going to probably pay for this. It's like you end up overreacting to seasons like
I feel
this.
like Minnesota's generally a calm organization in that.
Yeah, except now the
They
Bears,
usually keep a
except
guy
now
one
the
year
Bears
longer.
are
Yeah.
competitive, right?
But the lines
it
have
will
dropped.
add panic into the organization.
But the lines have come down.
yeah,
And we'll see. Maybe if the Bears beat the Packers a couple times, Packers are down.
yeah. Lions, that's another organization that had a quarterback and thought, no, we can do better, and then watch that quarterback do what he's doing.
They've had 3 quarterbacks
Yeah.
with Favre since
Yeah.
91, I guess that would be.
Yeah,
They find a way to get that done.
yeah.
Well, they're playing the Packers on the 7th. Then they play
Bears.
The Bears
Yeah,
are. Then the Browns. Then the Packers again. Then the 49ers.
Yeah. No, like
And then the Lions.
And then the
Like-
Lions. Yeah.
like their season has been great, but there is a narrative there where the Packers beat them twice, and then
It all comes apart.
it all comes apart against a San Francisco team that can surprise.
Yeah.
But I thought this was like the stretch for the Bears. This was going to be the wake up. Like, see the Bears, Eagles. This is when it starts.
Yeah.
And they did it.
Wow.
In Philly.
And
In
did it
Philly.
in dominating fashion.
That game didn't feel at all like the Eagles were going to get into it.
No, that was emasculating what
Yeah.
they did to the Eagles.
Yeah.
Like the fact that they just kept running.
Exactly.
And just kept bullying the Eagles all over the field. Like you can do a half of that, and usually there's an adjustment that gets made, and they make a change and they get a pushback. But the Bears just kept running it down their throat. And Ben Johnson has some really creative running schemes. Like this is not just running out of the I formation and straight ahead. Like this is some double switches. This is end arounds. It's taking advantage of the danger that their quarterback possesses with his legs to actually let the running backs gain some, end up in some one-on-one situations, right? That outside linebacker, inside linebacker always has to be planted to the quarterback. Like, so when that quarterback is rolling out, that linebacker has to follow the quarterback, which leaves you in one-on-one situations with your running back.
The young running back that the Bears have. He scored a touchdown against the Eagles. Yeah, he cost me my fantasy. That and Amon St. Brown getting hurt cost me fantasy. No one cares.
Yeah,
if I
St. Brown was
won, I
huge.
would have won my division. I lost, so I'm in the playoffs,
Yeah.
and I've got bye weeks this week, and I'm screwed. And St. Brown is still hurt. So
Yeah.
Oh, which bye week is killing you this week?
well, I don't have any running backs, so I got Henderson out of New England.
Yeah.
And then I got the tight end out of the Giants. Now, that shouldn't be a big deal, but my main tight end got hurt earlier this year, Tucker Kraft at the Packers. So now I'm just screwed. St. Brown's out.
I'm hearing Panthers is a team that you should be picking off of.
I actually have one of their
fantasy.
receivers.
Yeah, that they're one of those, like, everyone's overlooking the Panthers because they're awful.
But they're not.
Exactly, but they're not as bad as people actually think they are.
Well, what do you think their record is right now?
I don't know. What do they have? 4 wins?
No. They're 7-6.
7-6. Okay,
And they just beat the Rams. Like they're one of those teams. Huss on the lock shop a couple weeks ago was like, "What do you think the Panthers' record is?" It's got to be like 3 wins.
Yeah,
He's like, "It's 5."
Yeah.
I'm like, "What?"
Yeah.
Like no one's paying attention to what the Panthers are doing.
Nobody.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, they're tied with the Bucks atop the division.
Yeah.
Or their game. Bucks have a game in hand. They could go win the division.
Did the
which is
Bills
wild.
reset their season on the weekend?
Bills? Yeah.
Did they wake up? Like, was it a sort of a smelling salts? Like, wait a second, like, let's wake up and actually go and get into the playoffs.
The Bills?
Yeah.
Yeah. The only thing, it's just fascinating to me that they're most likely not going to be a home through the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like they lost that.
Yeah.
The Chiefs, if they make the playoffs, are not going to be home through the playoffs. And what's wild about this is after the 1-5 start to the season the Ravens had, they might win their division, and the other two might not. Now that's just because of the division they're in, but it's just wild to think that.
The other real tragedy is all of those like 30-year season ticket holders that are not going to be able to be like have their last game.
That's right, because they open next year, don't
Yeah, they open next year, and it's Armageddon on that. Like they're losing like something like 40% of their season ticket holder base.
The Bengals are 2 games back of the Pats, but the Pats beat them the first game, but 2 games back with 5 to go. They do meet, so if you're the Bills, you could beat the Pats in that game. You're now 1 back. The Pats have the Bills, okay, so I already said that. Jets should be able to beat the Jets. The Dolphins should be able to beat the Dolphins, and the Ravens. They should have about 2 wins that it should knock off. And the Bills, what do they still have left outside of the Pats? They'll have the Bengals. That should be a win. They'll have the Browns. That should be a win. But then they get the Eagles. The Eagles might be playing for important spot. And then they get the Jets.
Why are the Bills not the AFC's version of the Packers? That's what I want to know. Like,
in what way?
Yeah.
well, so like the Packers kind of have this dispensation from the rest of the league that they don't need to maximize profits over fandom, right? Like there is no underground sort of like, you guys need to be building an $8 billion stadium. And if the city doesn't put up with it, we're moving you to Milwaukee or whatever, right? Like that there does not seem to be that pressure within the league to pressure the Green Bay Packers to maximize their profits at all costs. And I look at the Bills and it's same size of city, same history. Like I want to know why the Bills had to basically betray their fan base to appease the league, like revenue wise, to make sure that they were maximizing their profits.
Well, I think a couple of reasons that would come into my mind. One, a community-owned type thing.
That's what I mean,
shareholder
right? Like,
owns. That's. I wonder if it's a PR thing that the NFL wants that one team.
They only get you only get to have one.
That one team. They're like, see, like we have
that's
this
what I mean by,
community-owned
like-
team. This,
like,
we're in a small market, and it tries to like maybe shield them from extra
it's
criticism.
crazy to me that you couldn't basically say they're the AFC version of that. Like,
I guess the other thing too, I would say, is that the history is longer with the Packers, and they have rings. They have Lombardis,
true.
Whereas the Bills don't have those.
But the Bills have not been a laughing stock, right? The Bills are not the Browns.
No, they were bad for a while.
But they've also been great.
Yeah.
They've had long stretches.
4 straight
of
Super Bowl appearances is not.
They've had long stretches of
easy.
being one of the top teams in the AFC. Like I understand why Bills fans have basically looked at this seat licensing in the new building and went, no, we're not doing this. Like,
I hate the seat licensing thing.
Like we've already established that we're one of the most dedicated fan bases in the league. You don't treat that type of a fan base the way that they're being treated. Like,
yeah, I think one of the big things then is just outright the ownership.
yeah,
Because the Packers shareholders, to a degree, they could, no matter what.
Yes.
It's the closest that we have to a soccer model here.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I think the Packers, I'm seeing on social, the Packer email or mailing thing is going out, which tells you where you are.
In the
fact that you'll
the
never
chance,
be a
the
Packers.
chance to buy tickets.
How cool.
Yeah.
There's actually, I think every Canadian is eligible to get a Canadian flag, and that list is like 100 years long.
Oh yeah, I'm on that list.
Are you?
Yeah.
Like, you'll never get one.
I don't know how many years ago I signed up.
Yeah, you'll never get one, apparently.
Yeah.
But every Canadian is eligible to sign up to get a free Canadian flag. I think it's like been used somewhere or something like that, but it's such a long list right now, and there's that. Yeah, you likely won't get one, but that's the Packers thing.
That was actually one of the rumors out there about the Bills' new stadium, is that they had looked at the Niagara Falls area for it to basically do a like
Toronto, Buffalo,
That
close
would've been
enough for
cool.
both.
yeah, close enough for both. Like basically
Still be
make
called
it
Buffalo.
so that you could it's like drive in Canada and then just walk basically to the stadium.
Yeah. Hey, there's only one team that plays in the state of New York, ultimately.
Right,
Right.
yeah,
Like and now it's not easier to get. Like, it's pretty easy to get to New Jersey from New York, but you could easily play. Well, Santa Clara is how far away from San Francisco?
Yeah.
It's a decent trek.
Yeah,
So you could have that could have worked.
yeah.
But then what about the cold front that comes in and all that? I don't know.
The lake effect.
The lake effect. That's what
Yeah,
it is.
yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you. The lake
Lake
effect
effect
that
snow,
they
yeah.
have out in Buffalo and all that. It's one thing that does sting for the NFL though. Like, I kind of would love to see, like, and I'm more at Green Bay, Lambeau. I would love to have seen a Super Bowl in Lambeau.
Yeah.
But we'll never get it.
But the
We'll
Super Bowl,
never
the
get
Super
it.
Bowl is not for the fans, and
No, it's not.
No, you're right.
And it hasn't been for a very long time.
But the idea that like we could watch a Super Bowl game in Lambeau,
Yeah,
would be fun. But we have to have perfect weather.
yeah. Like
Unless it rains, 'cause you can't control that one,
Yeah,
and
it
it's-
is. It is such a production that like the Super Bowl. It's fine. Like the Super Bowl is the championship game, but it kind of isn't. It's its own thing that we just happen to take the AFC, NFC
Yes.
champion and put them
Well,
against each other.
Weather can impact whether you're going to the Super Bowl or
Yeah.
not. They don't stop snow from getting you to the Super Bowl, but once
yeah.
you're at the Super Bowl, they try to control
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
And there's a big difference in that. But that's why Canadians are tougher than Americans. We'll do Grey Cup outside.
That one.
100.
That's one of them. We do our Grey Cup
agree.
game outside. We don't just put it
Yeah.
in BC Place every year.
Yeah. Let's see that Grey Cup in February though.
I don't know. We've had some really cool.
We benefit from having a like early November Grey Cup. Like if we had to do that Grey Cup in January, there might be a few more people going, you know, those domes in Toronto and Vancouver are pretty nice.
Don't change this well. You're an American now.
I'm just saying, like it's a pat on the back that's not
We
recognized.
deserve it. How dare you, Will? Do not take this away from us. With that said, the official drink of the EST Hangout is a Finnish long drink legend, a 1952 drink unlike any other sparkling refreshment, oil liquor. Longdrink.com/Canada is where you can enter your postal code and find a liquor store establishment nearest you with the long drink in stock. Quick, Smith TM14, who's his 49ers fan. Niners, Bears, #1 seed showdown, December 28th. Don't be sleeping.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be something?
Yeah.
Nobody's talking about Jacksonville either.
No one should talk about
I know,
Jacksonville.
they're so forgotten. but they're also
Not
playing-
even their football team, just the entire city of Jacksonville.
We don't talk about Jacksonville.
That is just not worth it.
Well, what are the Jags?
I agree. I agree with you, but it's true.
Jags, Colts, 2 games still to play.
That's what it
That's
is.
going to determine largely that. Outside of what does Houston have? Because can Houston jump its way back in? Houston's got the Chiefs this
Yeah.
weekend. Cards, Raiders, Chargers, Colts. So I guess it's a good 3-way race there. Imagine if the Chiefs lose this weekend to the Texans.
Possible.
Sunday
Don't
nighter.
sleep on the Houston
Chiefs would be out. Likely.
Texans.
The major sports punditry is, I cannot believe how they're always 6 months behind the reality. Right? Like it took until this week for the pundits to be like, you know what? I think there might be something wrong with the Chiefs.
Oh,
And it's kind of like you had all last year to know that it was smoke and mirrors, right?
Got to a Super Bowl.
Right.
That's why you can't bet against the Chiefs
Yeah,
because
they
they
have
had
the
the
refs
history.
helping them.
Yeah, well, exactly. But you know what I mean? Like, it was one of those things where it was like they were not healthy. Like, this was not a juggernaut team last year. This was a team that was running on fumes. And I've really noticed it in the NBA. Like, the NBA is wild about how much they just look around and they don't talk about the Detroit Pistons.
Yes.
Like-
People are talking about the Raptors more than the Pistons
Well,
right now.
that makes sense here.
Yeah,
right?
I know, but even on
the
like
Raptors,
ESPN. And,
Raptors are from out of nowhere doing what they're doing. But like the fact that they're still like leading broadcasts talking about the Celtics, and I'm just like,
I know.
like what
But
year
you know
are
why
we in?
that's the case.
No, I think
But there's
I think
more
part
people
of it
going to
is
throw on
that-
and watch to listen to the Celtics talkers. It's the same as you'll always hear Red Sox, Yankees, Cubs, Dodgers talk.
Yeah, I just think that it's punditry is just looking in the rearview mirror is all it is, and trying to interpret what has happened. Right? You're never actually looking forward. You're just trying to reinterpret like what has been going on by seeing what's already happened. Like it is a little wild to me in the NFL. Like the amount of teams that have been slept on this year, and the amount of mediocre teams that got way more of a boost than they deserved.
Because you don't know what to do. I think this is one of those years that it's you don't know what you're going to get.
Like
week in and week
going
out.
to the markets thing, like if it was based on markets, you would think the Pats would be the number one story in football right now.
Fair.
But they aren't because no one invested their opinion into the Pats at the beginning of the year.
But and I will also outside of the Bills, they don't really have. Oh, I guess I'm not sold on the Bucks. Their run here isn't great opponents.
Sure. No, listen.
So there's a wait and see still with
But
the
their-
Pats
their
of,
run
like
here-
legit Super Bowl contender.
Their run here is because they were a garbage team over the
Yeah.
last couple of years, right? Like that's what gives you the soft schedule.
Their coach is probably going to be coach of the year.
Yeah, exactly. And their quarterback is a phenom, man. Like
Where is he in the MVP voting? Because there has been discussion of him. He's for a lot of part of this season been like top 5 for MVP.
yeah.
I think
wonder if
he
he's
throws
bumped up
the
there.
longest deep passes in the league.
I heard a funny breakdown of that quarterback class. Was it 2023 quarterback class or 2022? About because 6 quarterbacks went in the first round, and they were like breaking down like how each quarterback is coming along, and they're like, and Bo Nix in Denver consistently is the second best quarterback in this draft. The number 1 is always a different guy every year, and then it's Bo Nix. Like, and I'm like, yeah, that pretty much sums up Bo Nix. He's just been completely consistent from day one, but other guys have kind of risen to the top.
Drake May is the odds-on favorite according to Play Alberta to win MVP this year.
Yeah.
At -133. Matt Stafford is 2.
Yeah.
What?
Well, that's your 2 best teams, isn't it?
No, the Lions.
Oh,
No, he's Rams. Sorry,
Yeah, that's
Rams.
what I mean.
I'm thinking
Yeah.
for some reason I was
That's
thinking Rams.
why.
Never mind. Yeah, okay, yeah. And then it's Dak Prescott.
yeah.
Dak, eh?
Wow, that's just because he plays for
The Cowboys?
Well, he's putting up probably bigger numbers. He's got those receiving.
Yeah,
then
yeah.
Jordan Love, then Josh Allen. But I don't know. Like it would take a lot for Drake May to I think now lose this.
Yeah.
Do you give credit to Jerry Jones for what the Cowboys are right now?
Actually, I give credit to Jerry Jones' illness to what the Cowboys are right now. No, I'm not kidding.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not kidding. I think because he is very old and very sick, he has not been able to screw this up.
I mean, he's not sick, is he?
Yeah, man. He's sick.
He's like, what do you mean, like mentally ill?
No. Like he has cancer, does he not?
No,
I don't think
I don't believe so.
so.
I think
That's never come out.
He seems like a healthy guy.
He's always talking to the media and all
You
of
know
that.
what I mean? He's old as shit, but he looks like a healthy old man.
you do look at money, don't you?
Oh,
Yeah.
in August.
The point is
no,
not
you know-
that.
In August, it was revealed
Yeah.
that he had decade-long battle with stage 4 cancer
He has
diagnosis.
Stage 4
Oh.
cancer. Yeah, that's,
Advanced melanoma.
Yeah, that's what I
And he
mean.
had been dealing with it for.
that's what I mean.
Wow.
I think the fact that he is very sick right now means he has not been able to go into the office and screw this up, which is what he has been doing for the last decade. Is any times there was sort of green shoots of hope, he would go in and trample on them. And so, yeah, I think the fact that it is pure football people making pure football decisions, and I think a lot of that is just leave it be. Let it work itself out. Let Dak Prescott cook. Like all that type of thing is probably why they're finding success.
I didn't even know that about Jerry
Oh, yeah.
Jones. I still see him in the media.
I'm glad,
talking and all of
my
that.
brain hadn't just created that.
I didn't know that either, though, Maggie.
Well, I was wondering if you maybe you're thinking of Jim Irsay,
No.
before
Yeah.
he passed ultimately. Man.
No, I honestly, I think that those two things are connected.
Okay, so sound football decisions because he's unwell, so other people are making
exactly.
Them. Yeah.
Like he should have stopped making decisions long ago.
Oh yeah, no, like he has been the number one problem in Dallas for 15 years.
I know, like DVD, he's talked about that. He's worried that the Sun will just take over.
Yeah, that's what'll happen. I mean,
But the Sun is.
you saw
but
it
he
with
could
your
do that
Yankees.
right now. But he could be doing that right now.
Yeah.
My Yankees still haven't fired Aaron Boone.
That is wild.
Guess
man.
who's coming back next year to be the manager of the New York Yankees?
That is wild.
Isn't it?
That is so wild. Like John Boy Media, do you know
Yeah.
they do the like he does like where he'll like read the guy's lips and stuff like that.
like-
Anyways, they also have a Yankees podcast. Like they are in New York and like watching them after that Toronto series and the fact that Boone was going to the microphone and talking about next season, the way that like you poor Yankees fans are just like, I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe this is happening.
This one is like,
Yeah.
that was my saving grace of
Yeah.
losing. Like, okay, fine, the Aaron Boone's going to be fired.
Yeah.
They can move on.
Yeah.
Nope. He's coming back.
Yeah.
Awesome. No
Like
World Series next
when
year.
when you have Buck Martinez in the middle of the season go, Yankees are overrated. All they can do is hit a long ball. They got problems with their defense. They're an unstructured team. And then they go into a series against the Toronto Blue Jays, and the Blue Jays absolutely expose them for that.
Mm-hmm.
And then they go and the architect of this team and how they play, bring it right back out.
Oh, this is where Hal should be.
Yes.
Brian, you're gone.
Yes.
Aaron, you're gone.
Yeah.
We need to reset this.
Yeah.
But no, it's all good. Brian Cashman won a World Series in 09, so
Yeah.
he deserves more time.
Yeah, that's right.
He deserves more time.
Isn't this the longest drought? Now?
It would have to be.
I think
just
this is
considering how
now
many
the
titles
longest
that
drought.
they have.
Yeah, I think this is now
like I know
officially
there's
the
a
longest
stretch in wasn't it the 80s that the Yankees weren't good under George? But he'd be rolling in his grave right now at what his son's doing. And like the wild thing is Hank was the crazy one trying to be his dad, overdid it.
Yeah.
Hal was always the normal one. And it's like almost like you needed both. And when Hank passed, it was almost maybe like that was the worst thing. Because now it's Hal just by himself.
Trying to think of a sports organization where it's worked.
What?
The handoff, like from father to son or grandfather to grandson. Like,
In one way, you can make an argument to the Blackhawks. They were good,
Well, I was-
and then
I
it
was
got
thinking
bad,
that,
and then
like-
the Suns took over, and they had their championship run.
okay.
I could say maybe that one.
You could say the Colts.
But
they're
haven't
doing
they
well.
already handed
Right
off
now.
to their kids
Yeah.
as well? Like, hasn't Rocky already handed
I
off
think
to
they've
his
now
kid?
again,
Yeah.
possibly. But when they went on that run, it was like the
It
son.
was Rocky Wirtz. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't the father.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say Lakers to a degree, but there was always infighting. They did win a couple.
And
they
they're
won
selling
one
them
title,
now, aren't they?
They're sold.
They are. Yeah.
They're sold. Dodgers owner bought them.
Yeah.
And Jeannie Buss is staying on, and he's already fired a couple of them. Like the youngest sons got greased last week because they were against the move. Where else could you say that there was the pass?
A successful handing off. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good question.
Yeah, it's hard. Like it's an interest. Like, are you better off just having the franchise sold?
Well, I do wonder the case here in Edmonton. What happens? Okay, quickly. I just want to look at this Yankee thing here. To start there, so this includes the Highlanders of 1903.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 straight. However, as just the Yankees, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is longer. And then World
as
Series.
far
Never
as World
mind.
Series droughts.
That's playoffs. World Series. I'll have to look that one up a little bit later.
I think this might be the longest drought. Now, they were tied after losing
Longest New York Yankee World Series drought.
But there is, on the flip side, there is something to be said about the stability. Like, you look at what's going on with the Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah, this is.
And you're just kind of like, it's too bad Mark Cuban couldn't hand that off to his kid.
I know.
Like,
They went for the money.
Because that is a debacle, what's happened in Dallas.
Yeah.
But I wonder what happens with the Oilers. There'll be a
Like,
time
I guess-
where...
but that's kind of it, right? Like,
they're developing... Like, it seems like Harrison's the guy that should likely take over. one day.
Yeah.
However, I also said there will be a point where with ticketing price and everything being so expensive as it is, Connor and Leon won't be here one day.
yeah.
That's just... They're not playing forever. At
Yeah.
some point, whether it's leaving, whether it's retirement, they will not be here anymore.
Yeah.
I do believe that I wonder, does Daryl Cates sit there and say, I'm going to keep holding on to this team and then it's going to be my son's team one day?
Oh, and then he moves on?
Or do I cash out?
I-
With where values are, do you want to be that organization
think-
that also now has half the barn filled?
Yeah.
Because you've prices are so high. And now you don't have Connor and Leon.
The fastest growing demographic in the world over the last decade has been billionaires, as
Yes.
far as percentage.
Thank you,
right?
pandemic.
And so there will be people wanting to buy.
But I don't even think there's enough billionaires to buy these sports teams. It's trust funds to a degree
Well,
nowadays.
it's such an exclusive. I guess that's the thing is there's so few exclusive clubs now, right? Because there are so many people that sports leagues is kind of that
Yes.
new sort of members only.
The NFL
type of thing.
kept Jeff Bezos out.
Yeah.
Because they have that. It's not only just a club.
Yeah.
They decide who comes in and out.
It's Augusta.
Yes.
Right. Like it's that type of like.
It's a
we're,
status.
we're all rich enough. Your money doesn't impress us.
Well, think about the last few teams that just went up for sale in the NFL,
Yeah.
like the Broncos and the
Yeah.
Commanders. It's not diehard fans of those teams
Yeah.
that are into
It
it.
is
It's,
really, really
there's
rich
a team
people.
here. I have a chance to buy an NFL team. I'm going to go try to buy
so
an
that
NFL team.
is one of those things where it's like, does he hold on to it? Well, it's real tough to get into another club. Like you're a member of this one.
Right, but we're also seeing a lot of people cashing out at this moment. The Celtics have
Sure.
sold. The Lakers have sold.
Yeah.
And do you want to be like in Edmonton? Do you want to have a half full,
so
half empty bar,
I'll
depending
say
what you are,
this.
or do you want to cash out for $5 billion when you bought it for $200?
The Lakers sold because of what happened after Jerry Buss died.
Well, they also just don't have as much money.
No, but like they sold because the Lakers tore that family apart. Right? Like, and so if you are the matriarch or patriarch of a family and you go, when I die, if I don't do something about this now, it will ruin my kids. Like that's why Jeannie did what she did, is because she saw what happened between her and her brother and everyone else in her family and was like, no money is worth this sort of thing.
Well, it's
right?
already done.
And so like I think that's kind of the questions that happen among, like, if you're talking about Daryl Cates, like he didn't live through something like that. So he might just hand it off.
I know, but there's also do you want to sit there and have such a premium ticket and an empty barn?
Well, listen,
Or do you cash out? and let
Edmonton is
someone
going to
else
be
come in?
1.25 million people in 2 years' time. Like
Right.
Like the city that he bought the Oilers in was, I think it was around 850,000 people.
Probably.
The city that he will eventually not be here for is probably going to be 1.5 million people. Like that barn is not going to be as difficult to sell out as it used to be.
I think it is. Like we saw a point just a few years ago where I think it was actually maybe in the start of last season. There weren't tickets sold. They weren't sold out at the first few games. And now you still have Connor and
That's
Leon,
a
though.
hockey problem.
I know, but
Like that's a this sport sucks all the joy out of going to the rink. That's not a ticket price thing, right? Like Taylor Swift proves that price is not the problem.
But you also only have to go to one Taylor Swift
No,
concert.
but
not
they
41.
weren't. They weren't, man. Taylor Swift fans were going to 8. They were traveling all over the
But
world.
it's not
You're
41.
Like it isn't like if people are not in your barn, it is not a price problem. It is an entertainment problem.
And that's why I always go to, but Connor and Leon aren't around.
I agree.
So there's no more entertainment, and then that's where the price
Right,
comes in.
but-
Am I going to pay
But they sold
the premium
that barn
price?
out before Connor and Leon were there.
Do you know? But one of the reasons was there was a new rink coming. Get in now.
Yeah, but
the rink's going to be here. You
But
won't get
they
into the
sold it
rink
out
if
before the new rink. They sold it out before the new ownership. Like they sold it out.
well, they also almost moved.
Right. Yes. Yeah. The fear of them moving was motivator, but also an investment into the product. Like you are too young to remember what it was like to go to an Oilers game in the Peter Pocklington years, but that was community rink hockey, right? That was show up, sing the national anthem, and leave with 10 minutes to go because it made getting out of the parking lot easier, right? The difference between your in-game experience now to what it was is night and day. It is a better experience. May not be what everyone wants. I'm sure there's some old timer going, I liked being able to just go in, get my hot dog, and get out after an hour and a half. But for most people, when you're asking them to pay that much money, they are saying, entertain me. And I think that when you see the crowd dips, it's because it is joyless to watch hockey on a lot of nights. And that has nothing to do with Leon or Draisaitl or anyone else. It has to do with the NHL and the brand of hockey that they encourage their fans to be in love with, right? Like, and let's face facts as well. Sports gambling is not helping, right? Like sports gambling is sucking some of the joy out because you're no longer wanting your team to win or entertain you. You're trying to not lose a small fortune.
It's why it's fantasy sports. Like I only play fantasy football. I have a personal thing. I just won't take a Raven.
Yeah.
I don't want that added.
Right. You want to just enjoy the football game.
If the Ravens lose, I'm mad.
Yes.
I'm going to be upset. I don't need to be upset.
You don't
and
need to be
extra
conflicted.
mad that all of a sudden Derrick Henry didn't get enough tonight.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a double.
Totally.
I don't need to be double pissed off.
Yeah.
If they win, I don't want to be like, well,
because the NBA,
but this guy didn't do enough.
NBA is going through something very similar as well.
NBA is going through something really significant.
Right. Like where it's kind of joyless out there, right? It's the competitive fires don't seem to be the same. The players don't seem to be having as much fun when they're out there. Like this is my personal, like, I hope we start to see less games being played in a regular season. I have no problem with more specialty tournaments. I have no problems
That's where I would
with,
say bring those specialty tournaments.
I have no problems with going over to Europe and playing European teams on like a barnstorming. I have no problem. Like if the NHL and the NBA both went to 62 game seasons, it would be the best thing you could do.
And that's where I'll defend the in-season tournaments, if you will. We've seen better competition for some of the regular season games at the NBA Cup, but they have to be separate.
Yeah.
You can't have them as the same thing.
Well, the problem with the NBA Cup is that they're trying to create some of the magic that you see in European football, but they haven't opened it up, right? Like European football has its magic because you have different divisions playing in geographic cups, right? Where it's all of a sudden, it never happens, but there is a possibility that some Div 3 team goes on some Cinderella run and ends up in Tottenham Stadium.
Well, Man U lost in August to a team in the third division,
right,
I think, this year.
Right? Like that is what a true sort of in-season tournament should look like.
Which you could do with the NBA G League.
I
know they're the same teams and stuff, but
not
but
just the G League, but you could bring in teams from Spain. You could bring in teams
I know,
from
but if you want to
Croatia.
start small, build something,
I agree, but like
have the G League with the NBA players and
I also think going to a Super League would help as well.
But
like if you had some sort of Champions Cup, it would make things better.
Yeah, I'm with you. I want smaller regular seasons.
Yes,
and have these other games to fill out your dates in the barns to make your money.
Not just make your money, but you could change your ticket prices for them as well.
Yeah, you could have various pricing.
The first game I saw at Northlands Coliseum was the Edmonton Oilers taking on the Russian Red Army. Back in, I want to say it was like 91 or 89, something like that. And it was because it was a cheaper price, because it was not a regular season game. It was an exhibition barnstorming tour where the Russian Red Army or Moscow Dynamo or whatever.
But the NHL won't lower prices. These owners, they don't like lowering prices. That's the thing.
But
you could raise your regular season price and keep these ones where they are.
Sure. Well, however you want to dynamically price it. But like, yeah, it would all of a sudden allow you to get new fans in the building. Like where your season tickets are for the 62 regular season games.
Yes.
Right? Like
with an option to
buy
more.
You
can buy these ones.
Absolutely.
Get in.
Yeah.
This is the price for everything.
Yeah. I mean, that's where the seat licensing / season ticket sort of differences come into play. But
it's, I think I could be mistaken, but I think it is in like England. If you have season tickets, it is Premier League. But then there's FA Cup season tickets.
That's right.
So if there's FA Cup, you could be like, well, I don't want to pay 60 some, but
that's right.
I could jump in on the NHL Cup.
Yep.
It's only 5
Yeah.
games. I can afford that one, and it's a different experience.
And I don't listen, I don't know if we'll ever see this, but
no, they want to expand playoffs
it
first.
is time for the NBA and the NHL to wake up to the fact that it has become joyless on a lot of nights for their teams out there. Not just their fans. The teams
It's a
playing the
slog.
games are joyless. Like they are just, it's like going to work, which if you love your job can be great. But man, if you're not loving your job, it's a living hell out there. So yeah, it'll be interesting. Like baseball was terrible for so long. All they had to do was create a pitch clock and it revolutionized the sport.
Didn't it?
Right? Like all they had to do was make that one change. Like they'll probably have to make future changes, but for now they've probably got a decade of grace where
it's quicker.
Fans who left have now come back and went, why is it so much better? And it's like, because we're getting out of here after 2 hours, man. That's why. Because the game is quicker and more entertaining. And you've seen teams take advantage of it. The Toronto Blue Jays and the Milwaukee Brewers both built rosters around a pitch clock. And it was basically like, no, we're not going to do the gamesmanship of in and out of a batter's box and lengthening stuff out.
Yankees, Red Sox.
We're going to swing for contact and make their players make a mistake.
Yankees, Red Sox would be like 4-hour games.
Yes.
9 innings, regular.
right.
Like it was just always like, oh, okay, this is great, but oh my God, this takes forever.
Yeah. Yeah. Like,
I only want that in the playoffs.
yeah.
I'm okay with a long playoff game because now
And
it's
they
different.
are a little bit longer.
They are a little bit long, but like when you're
There's
just,
more grace from the umpire as far as when he starts
Absolutely.
the clock. And
But in July, it's like we don't need this.
in July.
We don't need this. In June, like
In May.
Yeah, no.
May baseball is just like.
Let's go. Let's go. Get in the box.
Yeah.
No, stay in the box.
Yeah.
No, that's the one credit. Like Rob Bamford's could get ripped for a lot of things as a commish, as he should.
Sure,
But those
he did
ones-
one thing,
yeah.
and that one thing has
Changed it big time.
changed it so much for the better.
By the way, the Energy City River Cats, what are they called?
Just add a few more names to it.
I don't know. The schedule came out for the league and they're still in it. Scheduled to play at the home barn.
Is that just because no one told the league?
Don't know.
Not Bill.
Like it's,
That feels like their schedule maker is AI.
I saw it yesterday. The schedule came out. I'm like, well, there's got to be no Energy City. Like, well, first I was looking for at prospects because I forgot that they changed their full name. And it's like, no, they're playing. I'm like, hey, where are the home games? It's Energy City Ballpark or something. I'm like, but the thing's not built.
Yep.
Like we just had all the news stories last year and all the construction things are gone and no one's doing anything there. How is this happening another
It's
year?
a catastrophe out there.
It's awful.
I drive by it all the time, and it is the saddest thing.
Well, and on top of that,
And what's really sad to me is I have neighbors and friends who really believed it was going to happen.
did they put money in?
No, they didn't. But they had to deal with me for 5 years now, being like, it's not happening.
Well, and on top of
Rigging. You just have to always.
like me just
Break
being
your
like,
heart.
I'm excited too. I hope there's a baseball stadium, but that one's not happening. And then being like, no, I heard this. I was like, oh, I'm sure you've heard plenty of things. That's what they do.
I've heard plenty of things too, but not in a good way with that
Yeah,
place.
that's what I mean. Like,
It's one of those like now also like let's say they get it done. Let's say hypothetically now like
if they get enough volunteers to drywall.
yeah, like it's one of those like they do this and it's all said and done. You've now pissed off your entire fan base.
Yeah, man.
Like you have season ticket holders that want refunds right now. They're like,
Yeah.
we're not giving you refunds.
Yeah.
They're pissed off. The rest of the town in Stony and Spruce, they're going, screw this guy.
Yeah.
People in Edmonton are like, yeah, we already know this guy.
No, like-
this isn't good.
like-
So you're gonna get like no one that wants to show up. But I thought last year, like finally the league would be like, okay, well, we're gonna have to fold this team or something. But nope, full schedule.
Yeah, but that's
Energy City.
It's a pay-to-play league is part of it.
But they have no money. They said.
I know. Like,
Pat Cassidy came out on CTV News on an interview that he should not have done, and went, "We've got no money."
Yeah. Well, it's
for refunds.
It's the nature of these types of leagues, right? That it's kind of like everything's done on hope.
At some point, I thought when I saw this, like they're on hiatus for the year again or something. Nope. And home games, Energy City Ballpark. I'm like, good luck with that one.
Yeah.
There's two messages I'm going to read from a nasty chat. One is from Mex. The NBA is also going through a regime change where the more casual fans are trying to figure out who from this new generation is replacing LeBron, Curry, and Durant. Which is fair. And then Rip City says, the NBA has never been more intense, Will. The players don't stop moving the entire game. That leads to injuries, and yes, less regular season games is probably required.
Yeah, I'm not talking about the intensity. Like, these athletes are better prepared than they have ever been. I'm talking about the joy.
Yeah, but I agree with you. Last week I even said
Like, there's a reason why everyone's in love with the Toronto Raptors is because you watch the Raptors.
Yeah, they're
and they
kids
look
having a good time.
They look like they're having a blast.
You nailed it.
So if I can encourage you to do anything, like, tune into a Memphis Grizzlies game.
Yo, I know.
Or tune into a New Orleans Pelicans game.
Yeah.
Or like the majority of the league is a slog. Brooklyn Nets. Oh. Like, those guys look like they hate their life.
Yes.
Like, so I understand if you're a Canadian ball fan watching the Toronto Raptors, you would have the impression like, this looks like it's the most fun. Because they are having the most fun.
Yeah, they are.
It's why guys love playing in Toronto is because they show up in Toronto and they're like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Like, every guy that's played in Toronto, if they do leave, all they do is gush about how much they loved Toronto. And so that's not what's actually happening in the majority of the league. Majority of the league is a fan base like Dallas right now that has had a billionaire owner come in on some sort of the legalized gambling in Texas gambit, and therefore I can build a casino in downtown Dallas. And we don't care one bit about the fans at all.
We just traded Luka.
We just trade Luka Doncic.
Because we're fine.
Yeah. Well, because he's chubby. That's why they trade. That's
thick, okay?
That's why you get rid of a guy who all he does is score 30 and 10 assists every night. That's all he does. Yeah, but he looks a little chubby out there. And it's why fans in Denver laugh at the rest of the league every night, because the rest of the league's like, why is that big doughy guy murdering us every night? And it's kind of like, because you want your guys to look like supermodels, and we decided to just judge things on basketball talent.
A guy who just looks like he doesn't care.
Baseball went through the same thing too, right? Like, baseball, it was everyone needed to look like they were a power lifter, and then statistics came in and sabermetrics, and it was kind of like, actually, you can look like Alejandro Kirk and be an all-star. And that's why you have an Alejandro Kirk now. And it's also why he ended up with Toronto, is because scouts still look at an Alejandro Kirk and go, that's not an athlete. And it's like, okay.
Well, that's where Moneyball got it right.
Yeah,
back
exactly.
Then, well, he doesn't have a good girlfriend.
Yeah.
Well, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Self-esteem issues.
Yeah.
If you ever read that, that's how scouts thought.
Yeah.
If you have an ugly,
and still do.
Yeah, in the old, if that 7-year-old thinks that that guy's girlfriend is not good looking, they sit there and be like, he has self-esteem issues. He can't get a good girl.
Yeah. Like, not loyalty or whatever, right? Like character.
He doesn't have self-esteem. He has self-esteem issues. He's not going to be good on the baseball diamond because his girl's maybe a 6. Again, in like a 7-year-old guy's mind is judging like a 17-year-old girl, and she's a 6.
It's the best scene from the movie because it's where Brad Pitt goes, "What are we doing here? What are we doing here?"
Just a whole bunch of old guys, and they're like so stunned and like.
It's like kind of like how, and I'm not even transitioning, I'm literally saying this, and how like the rumor was that the Oilers passed on Wallstead because they didn't like his character or something about him.
Oh, I don't know this.
Yeah, there was something. I know what you're talking about. I forgot what it was exactly.
I do think the Oilers, rightfully so, do take into consideration certain players and their opinions.
Oh.
Yeah. And so, like, if you're wondering why some guys are here and some guys aren't, there is a good chance that some very important Edmonton Oilers have opinions and maybe have voiced them because they were asked, not because they went in, but because this organization is smart enough to go, let's ask the meal ticket before we make this choice.
I'm going to get to Play Alberta's over-under for Play Alberta. Download the app. Visit them, playalberta.ca, EST Sports, EST50. Both, and I know for sure EST Sports, download or deposit 50, get a free $50 sports bet. Wolstad will be playing tonight for the Minnesota Wild against the Edmonton Oilers. He's a good start to the season. Over-under 2.5 goals he allows tonight to the Edmonton Oilers. Can the Oilers get 3 past him tonight?
Yeah, probably. They have less change.
You're just going to say that they're going to beat Jesper Wolstead.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if they're going to beat him.
Oh, for Tommy's, from a
They could give up 5.
from a Tom Gazzola perspective for a post-game show tonight.
Yeah.
Just from a bigger organizational standpoint, if Wolstead gives up like 1 goal as a shutout tonight, people are going to be pissed at the old regime.
Yeah. Well, but
Dave Jameson's calling.
This regime has a complicated job. Like, it's funny. I think fans go, you have 2 superstars. How complicated can it be? And it's kind of like, it doesn't get any more complicated than that. Like, it is so much easier in San Jose right now, where you have a young superstar who doesn't understand the influence and power he has because he hasn't gone through that contract negotiation yet. Like, the Oilers have 2 superstars that have gone through 2 of those contract negotiations. They understand perfectly how much power and influence they have because that was part of the negotiating process. Like, sure, you can go anywhere you want, but if you go there, are they going to let you do this, 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 and this? Are they going to let you have a say on this, 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 and this? Like, that's...
Like, he still has the innocence, and he's not
Yeah.
conditioned. He's not
Celebrini is
conditioned,
just kind of like, I signed my max deal as a rookie. They didn't tell me anything.
He's having fun.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, like, he's
he might
about
be on, like, the Olympic
to
team.
go into that contract negotiation where he goes, oh, you mean I can... And they're like, if that what gets you to sign the contract, sure, we'll tell you whatever you want to hear, man. Like...
You get the power all of a sudden.
Yeah.
That must be nice for some of those guys.
Well earned. I'll tell you what, if I was the San Jose Sharks, I'd tell Celebrini whatever he needed to hear.
Well, hey, he's played well enough that he might be going to Team Canada this year.
Can you imagine him?
And Bedard's played himself in that conversation.
Can you either imagine
too.
him as the guy that you throw over the boards after McDavid gets off the ice, or late in the game you put him with McDavid? I don't know if they actually mesh together. They're both so fast. I don't know if it actually meshes.
Put him, McKinnon, and McDavid together just to see it.
Yeah, but I do think having him over the boards right after a McKinnon and McDavid would be a living hell for whatever head coach has to try and game plan that. Because it's like you have your top pair defensemen who are gassed at that point, and it's like, oh crap. Like, now we've got this kid with a rest, like, we're in big trouble.
This is where I remember going to the Four Nations. Everyone was going with, like, the Americans are going to be tough, but Canada we don't have the goaltending like other nations.
No.
Know that.
No, but they'll just have the puck the whole time.
Well, and especially now with where Celebrini's playing and all that, like, it's one. If Canada's down a goal, like, and they pull the goalie, they're getting that goal.
Yeah.
They're finding that goal with how good these play. Like, and even if you have to go to a second line.
Not only that, but there isn't goaltending. It's not like there's another nation out there that's kind of like
Sweden's got pretty good.
Everyone's got
America.
Everyone's got good goaltending, but
America's got
as the Winnipeg Jets and Team USA have shown us, they have good enough goaltending to get them to the moment.
Yes, they always did.
Yes, but do they have good enough goaltending to single-handedly win anything? And that goaltending just doesn't exist.
Is that Mike Richter in 02? I think it was Richter in 02. And then it was Ryan Miller in 10. Yep. And then last year it was Hellebuck.
Yeah.
Couldn't get it done.
And it'll be Hellebuck again. And it should be Hellebuck again. Connor Hellebuck is the best goaltender in the NHL every year. I just don't know if he is a big game goaltender.
And you're going up against big game.
He is a
players.
sabermetrics goaltender is what he is. He is if you average everything out over an 82-game season, his numbers will be the best.
Yeah, and then he blow it in playoffs.
Well, it's those single game moments.
Well, yeah, his playoff numbers. Well, when it first started for the Jets last year, it didn't go well. How did he finish last year's playoffs?
And without him right now.
And the flip side is the Oilers ran into the opposite of that goalie in both Stanley Cup finals.
Yes.
Yeah.
In that they ran into a goalie who over an 82-game season, let alone however long in the playoffs, his numbers are not going to look overwhelming, but he has the ability in a single game to decide he will not allow another puck across.
Career playoffs. Hellebuck last year. 875 save percentage. Shutout 808, 875, and then he finished off better. Shutout and then a 900, but they lost.
Yep.
2-1 in overtime. But yeah, it was like his career playoffs is 903 save percentage. What's the goals allowed average?
And the guy, if it's not Hellebuck that the U.S. is going to go to,
Ottinger.
is Ottinger. And Ottinger is the same goalie.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, like when Canadians kind of wring their hands about goaltending,
Which is
it's navel gazing.
why.
Everyone has concerns at goaltending.
Well, and then you got Binnington, who you're concerned about, but not in the big moment.
He got
Right.
pulled.
Yeah,
right?
but can you get to the big moment?
When it matters,
Like that
regular
guy-
season doesn't matter.
That guy is such a hand grenade of,
Yeah, I know,
of a player.
but-
Like,
They go on that cup run.
Yeah.
Last year,
No,
Four
I agree.
Nations gets
Yeah.
them there,
No,
and
no.
then is brilliant.
yeah, no,
in
he
the
is a
championship
big game performer.
And then here, like it's like
Speaking of joyless, like that guy looks like hockey is joyless to him.
yes,
Like the
But
82 game regular season, it looks like he is in complete misery.
doesn't want to do any of
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
But as long as he's there for the gold medal
Yeah,
game and
exactly.
he's ready, he'll be ready
Yeah.
to shut things down. And man, he was brilliant in that Four Nations
Yeah,
final.
absolutely it was. And so was Connor McDavid.
He got his moment.
Right? Like the guy.
I don't know. I feel like, but actually, with that, okay. Here's a quick question
Yeah.
for you, because it's coming up in the next week or so. Because I think next year there's the pathway for Connor to win this.
Mm-hmm.
But who wins the Northern Star Award this year, which is the formerly the new Lou Marsh Award, which is the Canadian of the Year, Canadian Athlete of the Year.
Canadian Athlete of the Year this year, hey?
I think it might be Summer.
Sure.
McIntosh
Yeah,
did it.
that'd be nice.
She had a great year.
She's had a phenomenal year. Yeah.
Brooke won the Canadian Open again.
Yeah.
I don't know how much others she won.
Yeah.
But oh no, it's a SGA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It should have been him last year too.
I think he did.
I thought he had to share
he's-
it.
The sharing was a different year.
Okay.
That was, I think, Davies, and then the Tardif, the O lineman from Kansas City, who was the doctor.
Yeah.
Northern Star Award, is that what it's? I always forget what it's called nowadays.
Yeah. No, it should be Shea pretty much every year.
Well, but at some point, Connor's going to they kind of. Summer won it last year. Shea won it the year before. Poulin won it in 22. Damian Warner won it in 21. And then in 20,
Good
it was
choice.
Davies and Duvernay Tardif. Yeah, it's going to be SGA this year. But next year, I think there's if Connor goes and gets, this is going to take he's got to go get the Olympic gold, and he's got to go win a Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
It's going to be Shea because they could win 80 games this year.
Yeah.
The Thunder are you can make a case where maybe Jokic in Denver could upset.
Lakers,
like-
Doncic, LeBron, baby.
No, dude.
Okay, Phoenix
Dude,
upset
they-
them yesterday.
You're going to lose games.
At home.
Yeah, the Lakers are still third best record in the NBA.
Lakers are good. The Lakers have a good starting five, and then you'll have to go bench on bench. And OKC Thunder have as good a bench as 20 teams starting five.
Lakers don't need a bench. They'll just run
Can't wait till they
Luka
play each
That does
other.
seem to be
And
how they've
LeBron.
always run their team.
and Austin Reeves,
Yeah.
and it'll just be a 5-man unit.
You do sound like a Lakers fan when you say that.
5-man unit. Maybe one guy could mix in.
Yeah.
But a 5-man unit, screw it.
Yeah, that is the West in the NBA this year is there are at least 3 super teams, if not 4.
But then there's the one super team.
The OKC Thunder. Yeah.
One loss. I did when the Warriors won 73 that year. They had 2 losses at the end of the calendar year.
Yeah.
So the
No, they
Warriors
are-
are the Thunder on a better pace right
They
now for
are
that.
they are comparable to that Golden State Warriors team.
And that's where it's like, what is the winning? What is the number for wins this year?
Yeah. Yeah.
There are going to be stumbles. They will have some other losses this
Well,
season.
injuries, right? Like injuries always can upset everything. If SGA goes down with a rolled ankle or something, it like all bets are off. But they have so much depth that like the nice thing is that they can rest. Like they don't have to throw SGA out, Shea Gilgeous out there for 40 minutes every night.
And they are having fun.
Yeah, well,
They are.
like
They are having fun.
I would hope so.
Yeah,
like,
no, they are. You can see it in their face.
Winning
the joy.
cures
Yeah.
everything, right?
But that's like the Raptors too, as you mentioned. Like they're also having fun because they're winning.
yeah, but even in their last 2 losses, That is a team that on the floor was still enjoying the process. Like that was still out there running hard, looking for defensive turnovers. They shot terribly. Like the last 5 minutes of the one game, they couldn't buy a bucket to save their life.
Against the Knicks, I think it was. Yeah.
Well, the Knicks was their last. It was the one that went into overtime that they like just went cold, which forced the overtime. Yeah. But yeah, there are some teams that know how to have fun, but it's hard when your league is set up to suck all the life out of it.
Fun game today will be the Blazers are going to be in Toronto, and it's -5.5 for Toronto. So that's a kind of a close one there. OKC is playing Golden State at 9:00.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
My
Yeah,
goodness.
because the NBC deal.
Yeah.
The NBC
They do
deal
a
added
double.
it now late. Well, and they've added the late game, so it's an 8:00 out west, which is 9:00 for us, which is kind of ridiculous in one way.
Although I do
guys.
think it's charming to hear us bitch about that when, like, if you've grown up on East Coast
Yeah.
time,
Well-
that's your entire sports life.
But I'm not
right?
going to
Like,
bitch with the 9:00. I'm going to bitch that you're going to have OKC go up against the Warriors.
Yeah.
At 11:00 Eastern time.
But like, imagine being a kid of the '80s and growing up with those Oilers, and knowing that like I'll have to stay up until 10:00 every Saturday if I actually want to watch this
I
team.
know.
This game should be as like a 6:00 our time, so that the East Coast could watch it.
Exactly.
You've got the Thunder who are going to try to beat what the Warriors did, which is a 73 game.
That's why they
still
need,
have some
that's why
of those
they need
players.
to go back to the COVID bubble, bud. Like, just play everything out of a neutral site.
Get out
I
of here.
want more people need to see this. And hey, look, when we
Play
rip,
everything out of the United Center in Chicago.
but we
and then,
ripped
like,
the NHL for when they put Connor and the Oilers on late. But the NBA does it too, and it's
and does it with their best teams. But it's also where
the teams are.
a huge chunk of their fan base is.
Yeah, but that East Coast is like, what isn't it like? What's the percent of the population on that East Coast?
Yeah, but they're not as diehard as the state of Chicago is. Like, California, pardon me. Like, there's a reason that there are 4 teams in the state of California. Sacramento.
Golden State,
Golden-
Sacramento,
Yeah.
Clippers,
Clippers
Lakers.
or Lakers, yeah. Like, their fan base is rabid.
Well, there's 3 NHL teams. Rabid hockey market across
No.
the entire state.
No, there's available buildings is what there is, man. there are 18,000 seat stadiums that have available nights is what there is.
No, I'm just using your theory. There's 3 teams. And the NHL is just off of the NBA in the state of California. They'll find a way to get to Sacramento.
Yeah.
Will, do you have game day predictions today for Oilers Wild?
Oilers, the game day prediction. Whatever it is you're going in there expecting to be disappointed by, it'll be something different tonight.
Okay.
And that's what I mean about the joylessness.
Yeah.
Is people show up ready to bitch about something. And there usually is something to bitch about. It's just never the thing you thought it was going to be.
That's an interesting way to look at it, I must say. By the way, this whole second half was very interesting. I feel like it was a lot of wisdom I gained from Will. But I think the Oilers are going to play well because they're playing a good team.
Yeah, like they're not the Wild are not sneaking up on anyone right now.
5-game homestand coming for this team.
Yeah.
It's truly I think we'll start defining who are the Oilers. Is this a team that was just going through the
After
motions?
American Thanksgiving.
It's the same thing every year, man.
It is. It truly is, though. We should be used to it by now. Because when people lose their
I
minds,
can't believe
what are you
that this
doing?
fan base is as emotional as they are for
Legit.
the first 3 months of every
I
year.
agree with you.
Like,
That's where I've been with you. Will.
Yeah,
to me, it's a zen moment where I've
Yeah.
just been like, they'll be fine.
they'll be fine.
I also think, there's no guarantee that they'll be fine.
But I'll deal with it later.
There's only one team that has played as much hockey as the Oilers have. Actually, there's no team that's played as much hockey as the Oilers have over the last 3 years. And only one team that's played as much as the Oilers have over the last 2. Right? So, there is a fact that this could be just a tired hockey team.
I agree with you.
The
mental fatigue is real too, right?
especially in this league, man.
Yeah.
It's a long slog.
When you
to
think
get
about
there.
your own job, you do your own work and your own career, or whatever.
Yeah.
Even if you love your job, let's just say you still have mental fatigue. There's times where you're gonna have your ups and downs.
I also think most of us have no idea what it's like to commute by plane. because most of us only ever travel by plane on vacation. So we only ever hit the airport in a good mood.
We're off somewhere.
We're off somewhere, right? Whereas
That's an interesting.
whereas when
Right, yeah.
when that plane represents what it represents to an athlete, this is not this.
We've got 6 games
Yeah,
and
exactly.
10 nuts coming up.
Yeah, like it is breathing recycled air and like I don't know, pick a player like Skinner's farts, right? Like it is like that like. At this point,
You can say Stoffs.
Everyone knows too much about each other,
Yeah.
and are kind of sick of having to be shoved into a metal tube 5 hours at a time.
Yeah.
Right? Like so.
You're on a flight. Enjoy your little time off.
Thank you.
Speaking of smelling each other's farts,
Yeah, well, we're classy, okay?
She'll be the one at the airport
I have
tomorrow.
no doubt that you are.
She'll be a complete slob tomorrow.
I have no doubt that you are.
I have my outfit already,
Yeah.
like ironed, ready to go on the airplane, and my flight's at 6 a.m. and I'm still gonna like.
Do you
look
have priority
proper.
boarding?
Maybe.
I always suggest for people like
No, I don't.
like plane last.
Me too. That's why I
Because
don't.
the
I love
worst,
it that way.
the worst
Me
thing
too.
you can do is get on early and then just see
You sit.
everybody
No, I would-
walking by, and you're just kind of like, oh, this is not good.
No,
Like,
F that. It's so weird.
You
Especially
are
if you're
far
checked.
too much like, oh, good,
Nah.
he brought the fast food with him.
Yeah.
Like,
Especially if you're
Smells like
checking the
eggs.
bag.
see? This is what I'm talking about. Like,
If you've already checked in a
ignorance
bag,
is
you're
bliss.
good.
Like, just
Oh, if you've checked in a bag,
Yeah,
like if you're
checking in a
not
bag.
you're not dealing with the carry-on and
No.
stuff, like then it's like, yeah, let me be
Nope.
last or something.
Checking bag.
Thank you for coming in. I think the roads will be decent on the way back.
you're a liar. You're a liar. You're a liar.
Yeah, everybody
Thank you for
drives
driving
safe
in.
today.
Thank you to everyone for tuning into the EST Hangout presented by Sentinel Storage, Canada Storage Experts. Lock Shop coming up next. Myself and Huss. We've got 2 guys and a goalie with a J in today. We've got EST Afternoons. We got the Read Wilkins Show. We also got the GCLT's Ulster pre and post game shows. Tommy and Benny will get you set for oils. While on behalf of Jasmine, Will, I am Matt. Thanks for tuning into the Hangout here on Edmonton Sports. Your clear choice for Edmonton Sports presented by Play Alberta. Lock Shop in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere.
Let's go. There you go, right in front of the camera.
First-time guest, long-time listener, fan of the original draft commissioner.
Welcome to the EST Hangout presented by White Claw Hard Seltzer. The difference is clear. Matt Iwanyk, Tom Zola with here. Joining us today